Oh, man. Morning, everybody.
What's up?
How are you, Leroy?
I watched, surprisingly, a lot more football and had a lot more interest in some of these games than I previously would admit to.
I think you missed sports.
It wasn't that. There was a few guys that, when they got into games, piqued my interest.
Okay.
We're talking
I'm
about.
with you. I mean, like
think about this: JJ McCarthy, Shedeur Sanders.
Yep.
I wanted to see what Zach Wilson would do. I wanted to see what Jaxson Dart would do. There was a lot of guys who you had heard, oh, this guy's this, or this, and not that it's going to be an indication of what their careers are going to be, but there's a lot of talented guys that, and I'll just put it this way, pick up on certain aspects of the position quicker than I've seen in the past.
Do you think that's what they're teaching young? Is it because quarterbacks are a little bit older? What do you think it is?
No, I think it's we fall in love with the wrong qualities of a quarterback. For example, Anthony Richardson. You ain't fall in love with his quarterbacking skill. You fell in love with his physique, with his size, his arm strength. But position. When you look at all these other guys, they get caught up. What did I do?
You froze up, and we didn't know if you were making a real pointed point on Anthony Richardson for a second, or if you just froze on us. So you were making your point on Anthony Richardson, and then you were like, "I don't know if it's just." And it kind of felt like you were gathering yourself.
No. Hey, I was wide open.
Frozen. His head was just showing.
Yeah,
like just trying to talk. Like right now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. We're having some weird connection things with StreamYard today. That's awesome. Anyway, welcome on in, everybody. It is FM 104.3.
There we go.
WQAM here on the program as we got to get to our headlines, which are brought to you by Tyrel Volkswagen. Tyrel VW just broke the rules of gravity. Prices are falling so fast, we're checking for a crater. Volkswagen, priced like they lost their minds. Tyrel VW, buckle up. No one sells for less. No one. So the Dolphins played to a 24-24 tie in their preseason opener. Very eventful game. Tua did play. He gave us an opening drive that went 15 plays, and then, much to the chagrin of everybody, they tried to punch it into the end zone, and well, that didn't go well for the starting offense.
And here's what I would say. In years past, it was never even acknowledged. But Mike McDaniel made a point of acknowledging that we have to be better in these areas.
I'm glad it took this long.
But one of the things I look for to determine how they've progressed, and let me pick a good team that does it well. The Philadelphia Eagles are really good up front on the offensive line. If you watch any of their games, no matter who's playing, when the ball snapped, the line of scrimmage is 2 yards down the field. Right? They have a mentality of how they approach the run game as far as we're going downhill. Now, a running back may bounce it, right? But it's easier to start inside, right? And have everybody coming inside and then use your speed to get out versus just running outside. And they started, dude, what was my first text of the day?
Hold on.
Vlad, you know how much I've been talking about this.
First text.
Oh, let me guess. It has to be a running play, and they ran outside.
Yeah, it was Leroy Horde texts at 1:11 p.m. on Sunday. First play of the preseason, a sideways run. Jeez. And then I
Right?
go LOL, and then they did it 2 plays later. I said, and again for 2 yards. And then Leroy just goes WTF.
So, but as the game went on, they started being more and more direct, right?
Yeah, it was really the only drive. That was the only time they got stunted was truly in that that opening drive. I mean, they did seem to get it together on other drives.
Let's be clear. These guys on defense have become bigger and faster. And what they're doing is they're using smaller guys in the middle to play linebacker so they can cover tight ends, so that they can be able to run with tight ends. And the way to combat that is you run right at them. You have no speed running straight ahead, right? And the fact that you're running sideways allows them to use their strengths. And so when they started going forward and they started kind of off tackle with cuts back in or bounces outside, you still get to use your speed, but the direction or the angle of attack has the defense approaching it a lot different. They're just not running. When you run a play and you see that drill with the linebackers going back and forth over the dummies, going back and forth trying to read a hole, and then the coach says forward and they shoot through a gap, that's kind of how they play. But if you're going sideways, you've eliminated half of the football field to run. If you run straight ahead, it forces them to do that kind of read. Where is he going? Where is he going? Where is he going? And now you can use your speed to explode. So I'm not saying that every play has to go inside. But what I'm saying is this: the direction of where you are giving the defense an indication of where you're going to run has to start at a certain position to keep the defense honest.
Well, I mean, I think the one thing that was encouraging by the end of yesterday's game was, Ollie Gordon does look like a guy who can go downhill very, very strongly.
Yes. Wait, and let me tell you this. By that goal line, I don't give a damn who's the running back. Way too much penetration. Way too much. That was the indication. Soon as I saw that and saw them in the backfield the way they were, that's the biggest indication of soft. If they pushing you back in the area of the football field, 3rd and 1, 1st and 10 inside the 5, where you know it's going to be a run and you got a man up and they shoving you back, that's a sign of softness. Sorry, it is.
We'll get more into it. The Marlins, they dropped 4 out of 5 this weekend to the Braves. Oof.
Yikes. Wasn't even close.
Not great. Well, some of them were close. They just blew them.
No.
Yesterday wasn't close, but some of them they had leads and they just yacked them up.
Well, yeah, but their leads were only like
Thursday, and I think
it wasn't substantial.
6-2 was Thursday.
6-2 is not nothing though. Like it's a 4-run lead. That's a
6.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad yak up. I mean, it ain't the Mets are lost 7 in a row. It's the only thing that's maybe not torpedoed the Marlins because the Mets gave up I think a 5-0 lead yesterday.
Listen, both New York teams in baseball stink.
Hard times right now.
Hard times.
I saw paper bags for Aaron Boone.
Boone the buffoon.
He got kicked out again. So that's it. Cal Rowley though did hit his 45th home run of the season.
Dude,
catcher.
Yep, ties Johnny Bench for second most ever by a catcher.
Hey, he literally looks like a dude that right after the game he gonna have a Miller Lite, sit down and have some chips.
Yep, he's awesome. And then we got some big news this morning. Dana White announced that the UFC's new home for 2026 is going to be CBS and Paramount, and there will be no more pay-per-views. No more pay-per-views for UFC.
No, I thought he said they were going to do pay-per-views through Paramount.
I mean, you're going to probably have to like subscribe to Paramount Plus, I would guess, but no, there's no more pay-per-views.
I'm going to be honest with you. This has the feeling of DAZN.
I would understand why you would say that.
Paramount if they paying a boatload of money,
they're getting
they're gonna have a little pay window to get access to it.
Maybe. I mean, maybe they'll have like another tier that's possible. Like if you don't have like the ad-free one, I'm sure that's going to be some element to it. But no, they put it right. He put it right in the statement. He said that pay-per-views are going away.
Let me ask you this: wasn't pay-per-views on ESPN, ESPN Plus for UFC?
Yes.
And then now they're going to Paramount and CBS.
Yes.
And UFC's not, and ESPN's getting WWE.
ESPN's getting WWE. Yes.
TKO is just basically an octopus, just putting their tentacles on any streaming app just to get their product out there, because it seems like every app has some part of TKO. Netflix has WWE, ESPN now has WWE. Now you're telling me Paramount's getting UFC. Yeah, Leroy, I think you're right. It's gonna be pretty much
you can't.
Zone
there's no way you can say.
Well, here's the thing, though. I know what you guys are mentioning with DAZN, but DAZN is going away from that too. Like they're taking that away. That's been a huge failure for DAZN. Like I think
they duped you.
They duped, yeah, but we're talking like 10 years ago that they duped you. Like, and they're still like they butchered that so bad, and the money they gave so bad. Like. They had to pay Canelo like $30 million. There's no UFC fighter who's going to get paid that much money. Like the UFC fighters' payments are already down. So like I get what you guys are saying, but it's not necessarily the same thing. And I think that the one thing the UFC knows is everyone's stealing these fights. I'm serious. And Dana White's come out there and he's put up the brave face like, oh, we're going to take away piracy. He's never done it. It's literally never been easier to steal a pay-per-view. And I think what they're doing is like, let's just remove this headache and let's just put it on streaming. And they'll probably put some on CBS too. I think, with college football, with NFL, there'll be years where they can do some crossover promotion on that. That'll make fights even bigger. So yeah, I don't think so, man. I think this is like, they're getting over $1 billion a year.
Okay. But I'm just saying, oh, my boy Tobes. It's that same enthusiasm you had a few years ago with your $5 a month. I'm just saying, money like
it was $10 and then they doubled it in 2 months, and I was like, you guys are
right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so like, Paramount here's why I say this. Paramount paid UFC $1 billion a year.
Over $1 billion. Yep.
Over $1 billion for all of their stuff. The UFC is getting paid. But if Paramount's not recouping that money, then they're going to have an additional wall and charge for these fights.
Yeah.
Because they got to recoup their money.
Yeah, but
they're going to recoup, Leroy.
I would say, here's the thing. They want everybody to go to Paramount Plus to like subscribe to all their shows and all that stuff that they have there. Like that's going to be things that are going to drive everybody who's going to buy those. They're going to have every pay-per-view that year. Don't forget, they also have the NFL that streams there as well.
And that's the key, right?
So like, I get what you're saying. I just don't see like it's not the same startup as DAZN. They own CBS for God's sakes.
I know.
It's not like an upstart company like DAZN that was like, we're gonna change the wheel.
You know what, Leroy? He's right. Because think about it. Once CBS has the Super Bowl, they can put a Super Bowl weekend and have a UFC fight at the location of like where the Super Bowl is in an arena. So say Super Bowl's down here, they can have a UFC event at Kaseya Center the night before the Super Bowl, and that would be a big ratings getter because people are going to be all focused on the product of what's happening. So
Albie says Tobin would pay pay-per-view money to watch a Jovic international game. Already did this weekend. For some Serbian guy calling them versus Greece.
Can I just say this? So he's watching a game in the middle of nowhere that he probably paid to watch. Yet he comments like we all have it on ABC or ESPN.
You guys aren't watching courtside TV?
Oh. And that's the funny part. You're commenting on the game, and I'm like, who's watching this?
I watched Norman Powell versus Costa Rica this weekend. Dropped 34. We'll take a break here on the show, get more into the Dolphins and their preseason opener, an eventful weekend. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you rascals up until 2. We are streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. 104.3 WQAM is the handle on YouTube. Miami 104.3 WQAM is the handle on Twitch, so go subscribe there. You guys can get us on the Odyssey app, and it is good to be in week 2 on that crystal clear FM dial. Shout out to everybody who is listening to us, all our new listeners on the FM dial, as the Miami Dolphins yesterday played to a 24-24 tie to the Chicago Bears. Nobody wanted to win that.
Right?
Yeah, nobody wanted to win that game at the end of the game. It was
I love it.
They almost had like I thought Ollie Gordon was going to the house. I was like, oh, the angle on the TV, and then he threw it. I'm like, oh no, that's not going anywhere.
There were more ties this week in preseason games than you'll probably see all NFL season.
How many were?
Well, I know they don't even go into overtime, right?
Right. No, they didn't go to overtime. No. Ridiculous. Who needs that?
Seahawks and Raiders, Dolphins and Bears. Those are the first two. But I was like, damn, there's a lot of ties. I understand it. You don't want to risk any more injuries.
Yep.
It's not even that. It's preseason. What's the point?
What's the point? Who cares?
Unless you're the Baltimore Ravens.
I think I saw somebody complaining about I think somebody
was 70-yarder.
The Jacksonville kicker.
Cameron Little, maybe? I think it's Cam Little.
Oh my goodness. Remember when Janikowski tried that and we all laughed?
Yep.
Hey man, he almost hit it.
Kickers have gone like the way of any athlete of accuracy and distance. These kickers have perfected it.
Right. Like a 50-yard field goal is nothing.
It's absolutely nothing. We were ripping Jaxson Sanders before. Now Jaxson Sanders only hits his 50-yarders now.
Rightfully so. That's the gig.
It's crazy. If you start missing that
70 yards, that means you kicked a field goal from your own 40. If he misses, if they call a free kick and misses it, he could, or it's time left on the clock, they could turn around and kick a 58-yarder.
Everyone's I feel like this is the new mark for everybody. Everyone's going to be starting to think about this. But yeah, that was definitely a very impressive feat in the Jacksonville Steelers preseason game.
I might as well have been watching the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Because, dude, come on. They're not for nothing, but y'all have heard it. Y'all have heard it out there. This Pittsburgh thing is going to be a debacle.
Why you say that?
Huh?
Why you say that?
Because Aaron Rodgers looks old.
Did he play?
Did he play? I don't think he played.
He didn't play. No, I'm just saying this is during camp.
Oh, you're talking about the video clip of him looking slow?
Yeah. And keep in mind, you have a receiver in Metcalf who is not known for separation, right? So it becomes, you got to be even more accurate or throw him open so he can go get it a little more.
Aaron could do that.
Okay.
He's got Jonnu.
Aaron could do that. He used to be able to do that.
Look at this guy feeling all froggy just because Shedeur Sanders had a good preseason game. Now all of a sudden,
because guess what? No, you know why I don't even have to listen to that?
Why?
Here's why.
Why?
Because I told you when he got drafted, being drafted in the lower rounds is just a starting point. It is no indication of whether you can play or not. And there's evidence of that at that position.
That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying you're feeling very froggy all of a sudden that you got a quarterback because you had this mishmash unit of Flaccos and dwarf southpaws and Kenny Pickett with his baby hands,
right.
And then Shedeur Sanders with all his with all the off-field noise that comes with that. And all of a sudden now those guys all got hurt. He had an awesome first half, and you're like, you're feeling froggy.
I'm gonna say this if you would have brought somebody to my attention. All this does is make you raise an eyebrow and need to see more. It's not an indication of anything yet. It's not. But what I am impressed with, I'm impressed with his ability through all that, right? Through all the kind of negative comments, him entering the league, to be out there, to go out there and just play football. it's hard sometimes when you hear that chatter to not let it affect how you do things. I want to show people. I want to do this. He just went out there and played the game. So that was the impressive part of it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that he can handle the noise. I mean, the guy's handled the noise
Right.
basically since he's first of all, his father's Deion Sanders. And second of all, like, remember they are already a point where people were like, they're taking over college football. They're going to there was a one point where like talking about their start to the season, and everybody's like, whoa, this is insane. His teammate was the Heisman winner. Like, I'm not surprised that he can handle the noise like that. I think the only question was he ever going to get a chance? Because you didn't really know like who made the pick. Right. And I still don't know who made the pick because that owner sticks his beak into everything. And by the way, if you tell me that I'm going to go with his quote of the GM made the pick, save it. I don't believe it.
Here's what I would also say. Once you see a guy that has the ability to play, it's your job to put the best talent on the field and not get into your feels because you didn't pick him, which is hard for a lot of people to do.
Sure. But it is, I think it is it's easier if you know it makes the boss happy if he did make that pick and it looks good. Which right now it does.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people look stupid because everybody had this chance to pass him. Like, even if you're a Dolphins fan and you're looking at Shedeur and you're like, man, we could have had him win. And you're sitting here and you're watching Quinn Ewers yak all over himself. Everybody who needs a quarterback is gonna have to deal with that.
But it also, is it possible that he got in the right system too?
He's been in the system for 3 minutes.
No, but I'm just saying, with like, sometimes it's very easy to transition into a new offense when it fits a lot of the things you did at the previous level. And
maybe, I don't know.
Right.
I mean, maybe. I just think that it's a little hard. Here's what I would say. It's hard for me to go system if everybody's saying he got very limited reps in training camp, didn't get a lot of action.
And he just balled out.
And he just balled out. So I can't really say. Yeah, I know Stefanski's got a good reputation for quarterbacks. That's people think very highly of his ability to run an offense. But he wasn't getting any run. So
and wait, does that give him, like, for me, him being prepared has nothing to do with his reps, but mentally he got prepared. Does this add to it, to what you think of him? Because it kind of does when before the game everybody's like, oh, they're putting him in a bad spot because he didn't get any run with the first group and he's going to be out there.
Yeah, people said they were setting him up to fail.
Right. And the fact that he didn't, do you think differently of it?
Well, I was just very miffed by it. Like, I thought the whole idea that he dropped that far was crazy. Like, I'm sorry, you don't get labeled, whatever you want to say about prospecting and all that. You don't get labeled the number 2 quarterback in a draft for the entire process of it, and a guy drops to the 5th round. Like, that's just lunacy. Right. Nobody can say that's normal. I don't care what you want to put on it. Yes, I'm sure that he had some very bad interviews where maybe he was a little bit too cocky or whatever, but this is a talent league. Guys have gotten into hit and runs and very nefarious things and still have gotten selected. Something was amiss here. And so for him to go out there and to look like a talented quarterback, where for the entire draft process everybody said, yeah, he ain't Cam Ward, but he's a talented quarterback. It's weird. Dylan Gabriel getting taken above him, dude. Come on. Even on the same team. Right. Like, what are we talking about? That was weird.
Yeah. But again, he took advantage of the opportunity that he got, which nobody ever thought he would get this quick. And now he's forcing his team. Now they got to make some decisions because they got to figure out, hey, is this the real deal? So now I would expect them to kind of push the envelope on him a little bit.
Yeah.
To see what he can and can't take, because that's your job.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I will say Deshaun Watson looked on that bench, which good for him for still showing up, for moral support.
Hey, man. You got
moral support. He makes twice as much as all the other quarterbacks
Woo!
added together.
230 guaranteed, baby. I'll sit on that bench.
Hey, smiling with a handful of sunflower
It
seeds.
wasn't that smiley.
I mean,
was-
because he's in a position right now, he can't smile. He got to act like, a certain way.
They said he's progressing in his rehab, and he's trying to make a effort to come back this season. Correct?
Hold on. Let's be clear. Okay. You got 5 chances to get a quarterback on your team. If he's trying to make a comeback for week 10 or 11, all right, whoever is the quarterback ain't giving up that job.
Correct me, didn't he re-tear his Achilles because he messed up his rehab?
Yep.
Yeah. Oof. Take a break. We'll get back into the Dolphins on this. I thought some of the rookies.
By the way, speaking of Achilles, guess who tore their Achilles this weekend?
I know. Mariano Rivera in an old timers game. He had the Curtis Granderson. He was playing outfield.
Hey.
I mean, exit Sandman.
No bad words. No disrespect to Mariano.
I got no disrespect for him. None.
That's going to be the one thing you don't want, Vlad. In an old timer, he's like, just please, no critical injuries.
I mean,
hey, I pulled the hammy throwing a water balloon or an egg. So just imagine he out there chasing balls in the outfield. I mean, how much outfield you think he played in the last 10 years?
Oh my God. I mean,
he loves playing the outfield.
Crazy.
That was always his dream.
Not no more.
Turned into a nightmare.
Dream ended.
We'll take a break. Get back into the Dolphins. Some of the rookies did ball out yesterday. We'll talk about that next. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 1043. Preseason for me too, everybody. We're trying to fix some things in here. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy, FM 1043, WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Want to let you guys know, got some tickets. If you guys want to win some tickets, got a text contest for you. Adam Sandler is coming to the Kaseya Center on September 7th, and we've got your chance to win tickets. Just text the word Adam to 20357. ADAM, Adam to 20357. For more info, go to WQAM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive. Tickets also available to purchase at KaseyaCenter.com. Miami Dolphins. I'll tell you who I liked yesterday, Leroy. That Kenny G's a behemoth.
After watching him play and then watching Mason play, I think Kenneth might have a bigger impact than Mason sooner.
Dude, he was like, he was
he just seems
ragdoll.
more explosive.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He was, I was very impressed. I thought the way that he can move, there was at one point he had to chase down a guy in space, and then he's moving a guy and has to go to the other side of the line. I was like, geez, this guy seems like a monster. For his first game, I was very impressed.
Yeah. That first game, I'm gonna tell you what. I don't care what the game means to everybody else. But when you go game time for your first NFL preseason game, it's exciting. You are fired up like you playing a real game because you ain't never put that uniform on in that capacity. So while people are saying it's just preseason, there's a lot of young guys that trying to go out there and show out because they ain't never put that uniform on before. So kudos to him. Now, as they'll say with all rookies, they'll have that meeting the day after the game. What makes you an NFL player is the fact that you can play this way every week and not just 1 week.
Kentucky Finn says, Kenny G's celebration better be him playing the sax. He's going to be a star. So we're going to have him playing the sax, and we're going to have Chop Robinson with the axe, the sax and the axe.
Sax and axe?
I like it, dude. That did you see the one play though? I think it ended in a completion, but I saw Zeke Biggers just completely run over a running back who was trying to block him. And
yes,
I was like, oh, that poor running back.
Dude, just imagine getting in a good football position. And I would say for you would be Alex Engel. So
thank you.
But Vlad,
hey, listen,
Vlad, you would be closer to Eric Metcalf.
The intangibles had themselves a day yesterday. Ethan Bonner, he set up that interception.
Just imagine, and then having a guy who run a 4.4, 4.5, and bearing at you, and your coach says, use your hips. Right? Dude.
Leverage game. It's a leverage game.
No. It's also a physics game, coach.
Oh my God.
So, and that's one of the things that, you don't have to do it a lot. But when your number is called to do those things, it will get you in the game quicker than other running backs. If you can go up and just stop them.
I don't understand how you're able to do that. It's he's so big.
Well, you know how I started doing it? Well, what happened to me was early in my career, like my first year, I had to block. It was brutal. You get your helmet twisted, chiclets loose, but you wanted to be in the game. As you start running passes and catching balls out of the backfield, which I ended up doing a lot of, then what happens is instead of that guy blitzing, he runs at you, but he's guarding you. So they call that green dog. So green dog is if the back blocks, you rush.
Well, he definitely got blown up. That was something.
Yep.
That was something. Savai Naya, what do you think of the? I thought I saw him clear out on a touchdown run.
I saw
they played him a lot.
I saw some good things. They're having some issues working together. So when you see those free rushers, right? You should never, under no circumstance in football, should you ever have a free rusher in the middle of the field. So start there. If you have a free rusher up the middle of the field that a back is not going to get, or the offensive line is not sliding down and letting the outside guy go, then it's a communication problem. It's one of those things you got to get used to working with one another to make those calls. But if you ever have a pass rusher up the middle of the field that don't come from 10 yards deep like they do the safety blitz, then there's an issue there with the communication of the offensive line. And that's the part, I've always said this, that's the part that's the hardest to get accustomed to, is working with the guys next to you, knowing when you can just give a little head nod, I'm going, or make those communications so that you don't have these situations.
I mean, they look, the starting line definitely look better than the backups, because I mean,
yeah.
Even though, I mean, Zach Wilson, I don't know what he's doing sometimes in that pocket. Like,
well, that's what the Jets said.
Broncos too.
Broncos too.
I was like,
that's a perfect example.
Why did he spin move into a pass rusher?
Because it's a naked spin. You don't know what's behind there. You eluding one guy. You don't know that other guy coming to hit you in the face.
He eluded anybody. I think he just did it into nobody. I was like, what are you, Sonic the Hedgehog?
Hey, can I just say, I've been concussed many a times shaking one guy without realizing he had backup. And you can shake him and boom. It happens, man.
It's one of those things with him, because it's like you definitely saw like his two good throws. It's like, oh man, piss whistle. But then it's like, oof, he missed that tight end wide ass.
But there's a perfect example how NFL GMs fall for the other stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Like, ooh, look at his size, look at his arm strength. He can make all the throws. Okay, yeah, I can make all the throws too. If we got my college kids running the routes, what about that pass rush?
In fairness, it was COVID year. Nobody was playing college football, so nobody really got to see the snaps. They were all going by talent.
I feel like he just had that one throw.
They were going looking the part. That was looking the part draft.
Because if you look at all the quarterbacks in that draft, they all have not been as successful as other quarterbacks in other classes.
That was what? That was Lawrence Wilson, Mac Jones,
Justin Fields.
Is that Trey Lance too?
Trey Lance.
Oof.
So Trey Lance is the only one, right?
Trey Lance is not good.
And Lawrence, but
Lawrence the only guy who got a second contract.
Actually, yeah, he got the highest contract. But if you look at it, Justin Fields trying to, recapture something.
Well, Fields is the next draft, wasn't he?
No, Fields was that draft.
He was?
Yeah, Bears drafted him.
I thought he was drafted higher than that.
Bears drafted him later in that draft. He was the same draft as Zach. That's why Jets fans laughed that we got the quarterback that we really should have gotten now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, I don't feel great about the backup quarterback situation. I'm not.
I mean, I think it's fine, right? Like, you have enough guys that you can, for everybody to talk about Quinn Ewers, let's be clear.
Let's pump them
He
brakes.
ain't ready.
No, pump the brakes.
Yeah, do you understand these people that saying he had a better game than Zach Wilson?
No.
Zach didn't play well, but Quinn was the worst quarterback on the field yesterday. 5 for 18 is not good for
No,
us.
he had a bad game. I don't understand. I understand. Look, I get it. He's playing. He's playing with the scrubs, but
it don't matter.
He's playing against scrubs too. Like,
here's the deal with him. When you take somebody that size, so he's not a big dude, right?
It's like 6'2".
Yeah, but he looks is little,
a frumpy 6'2".
He's thin. I would say this: there's when I ask you this question, this will be the things that separates a Zach Wilson from a Quinn Ewers. Okay? Give me one skill that he possesses that's transferable from the college level.
Who, Ewers or Zach?
Ewers. Because I can give you 2 or 3 with Zach Wilson. That means he's going to be able to play.
But you've seen 35 starts with Zach Wilson, 33 to 35 starts. You've had seen it might have not been great, but there've been some success
at the level, yeah,
semblance of success. You've seen if he was coached right. There are games you see him. You like if he is coached right, if he just progresses along, you can make something out of him. There's a reason why somebody was drafted in the 7th round, bro.
No, I know.
There's a reason why you're drafted.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So if he's gonna play the way he plays, he has to be super, super, super accurate. He's not.
No, not 5 out of 18.
Right. And so that's where, I'm not saying that he can't get there, but he ain't there yet.
Yeah, because I got people who are like, well, the receivers love not. I got to be honest. I thought probably what I came away from that game with the most yesterday.
Taj Washington.
Taj Washington. Hey, he was great.
The Washington brothers?
Lincoln Riley maybe didn't lie to me.
Taj and Malik.
But I thought the receiver, I was like, there's a lot of receivers making plays. I mean, Ezukama made his typical catch over the middle. He's and he had a great return.
He's the greatest preseason player I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Skylar Thompson would like a word because he just put up another 200 plus.
Oh, really?
Hey,
for Pittsburgh?
Hey, dude, Skylar should get this right here. The award for Hall of Fame preseason player with no intent of playing in the regular season goes to Skylar Thompson. This is his 3rd consecutive award. This is his 3rd consecutive award, and he is the first in NFL history to do it with 3 different teams. Right?
That's so good.
Hey,
it's incredible.
Am I lying? No, every time you turn on the TV and Skylar Thompson is playing, we go, ooh, they ain't gonna put him on the practice squad. He gonna get got.
I was seeing the score of the game. I'm like, yo, is Aaron playing? And it was like, no, Aaron's not playing. I'm like, who's putting up these numbers? Mason Rudolph?
No, preseason Montana.
Skylar. Yeah, that's it.
He's amazing. No, but I thought the receivers looked good. I thought, the Washington brothers looked good. Malik had those big time catches on that first drive. Taj Washington, he got a little movement to him, dude. I mean, he
does. I like the fact that when you go through all the different waves of wide receivers, they all have something in common with your starters. So if you ever have to replace one, you're not replacing them with a different style of receiver.
But that
I'm gonna tell you right now. When I saw the little toss reverse, whatever, I almost turned off the TV and went outside and just sat in my backyard and watched iguanas.
He's got to listen. McDaniel has to get a couple tricks out of his system. He has,
and he can't stop. Like, and you could see it coming. The guy's coming around the back, the out. I'm like, can you fake it? Fake it one time. And it's always got to be a little cutesy toss. Yeah, a little flip, underarm. I'm like, oh.
They're like to his hands. He's so good. I'm like, great. He's not turning 2. Can he just get the ball?
Right. That's what it looks like. They're turning 2 in the backfield. But I do like the fact that he acknowledged what's going to get it done in the red zone. He said he's going to keep sticking with it. He's going to make a conscious effort. But if there's one negative thing that I can take away from yesterday's game, it is this. Being physical has to do with I'm lining up a yard from you, you lining up a yard from me. We got 2 yards to go. You know where it's going. I know where it's going. Let's compete.
And maybe this is just me. I'm no football guru. Maybe give the giant running back a chance in those situations.
Here's the problem, though.
They did give it to Jalen, right?
Here, let's
Yeah,
make
you gotta
hold
face
on.
him, though.
Let's be clear. Sometimes the big guys aren't quick enough to maneuver in those tight spaces. And we just think as a big guy, we can just pound our way in there. But when you watch Derrick Henry, people really underestimate his kind of shiftiness.
Yeah, but there's also you would not like there are running backs that are just better playing in contact too, isn't there? Like
Yeah, like even I would say even Achane was really good at kind of running through arm tackles and stuff like that. So they had some opportunities, but again, when you get in the crunch time in the NFL, it's all going to be based on the same areas. 4-minute drill, running out the clock, and running the ball inside the 10.
We'll take a break here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Tobin and Leroy. Take a break. Our Tua is next. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Hour two of the program, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what I did like from yesterday?
What's that?
Tua wasn't even close to getting hit.
Nope. No, I thought that looked good. It was a good. I mean, like, look, if you're going to give him one drive, getting that many plays is definitely a good thing, right?
As a man, wait. You know what's amazing? And credit to the offense for a team that was designed on explosiveness.
Yep.
To have that drive where they methodically moved the ball down the field with not a whole lot of mistakes means that offensively they're getting there. Because that's hard to do. There's a rule on defense. If you can get a team to have 10 or more plays on a drive, they'll screw it up before you will.
Well, the Dolphins yesterday, they played to a 24-24 tie.
That
Let's
just
get
sounds
to-
funny. I played in the tie in college, and it sucked. No overtime.
Let's get to our headlines brought to you by Tyrel Volkswagen. Tyrel VW just broke the rules of gravity. Prices are falling so fast, we're checking for a crater. Volkswagen price like they lost their minds. Tyrel VW. Buckle up. No one sells for less. No one. The Miami Dolphins also, we got apologies. Apologies all around for the Friday practice. Tyrel Dodsen and Jordyn Brooks for their little in-fight scuffle. They're good. Everybody's good.
Yeah, that's football, man. Sports is the only thing in life where you can get in a fist fight with a guy and go have a beer with him afterwards or go eat dinner. I've done it. We squash it, get over it, have some fun because you're on the same team. It's a little bit different now because people are very, very, very petty now.
Yeah, people can hold a grudge. They squashed it in the locker room.
Hold on.
But
If both parties that are involved in a skirmish get a shot off, that's equal, and then you squash the beef, everybody's cool because
nobody could take the loss or nobody could take the win.
Well, we know. Leroy, we know somebody got manhandled or got the better of the other opponent. That other opponent's not getting that. Yeah, squash it. They may squash it.
I'm telling you, they squash it.
Bobby
a fight
Portis,
is a practice
Miritich.
fight is just a practice fight. You ain't even think about who win or lose. It's just a fight.
But the rest of the team know who won.
No, they don't. No, they don't think like that.
Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole to the Wizards.
And I'm telling you, those players remember when they make fun, they crack jokes. Hey boy, JP, you better not let me get Draymond. And then all of a sudden, it's and he's like there, mean mugging and upset. Yeah.
Basketball's a little bit different because in a lot of cases, you faking tough. You ain't really coming to blows. But in football, a fight just break out and you just deal with it, right? Sometimes it's like, man, I'm sorry, I'm tired, cranky, coach on me. No problem, man. We got it, right? And I was probably more feisty than anybody, but I didn't get in a whole bunch of fights. You know what I mean? And I tell you, all the time. Like Marco sent that thing about John Randall, the podcast. Did y'all see it? Did you see it?
Oh, I saw it. Yeah. He's just...
and I replied, what part of what I would tell you about John Randall would lead you to believe this is not possible? Right? But guess what? He was being consistent with who he was. And if I have a problem with John Randall, that's a Leroy problem. That ain't a John Randall problem. And so you got to, even though you might get into fights or shoving matches or whatever, I understood that. I was good with that. But yeah, you're going to get into fights. Because here's what happens. A lot of times your coach will yell at you if something don't go right because they trying to get you in the right position. But you might have a deal, or you might talk something out with one of your players on the team and say, look, I know we're supposed to do it this way, but if I'm guarding, say, so on defense, if I'm attached to this guy, just let me stay with him and you just go get my guy, right? Because switching it leaves two guys open. It's just a common sense thing, a big boy football play or decision or whatever, all in the context of getting it done. What if your guy don't follow up? Then you get yelled at because that's your guy, and you looking at him as like, yo, man, what's up? Right? And then y'all get into it.
Yeah, and I guess what Teron Armstead, who, I mean, this guy has no hobby.
Is he a coach?
I thought the same thing. I'm like, what so Teron Armstead went to the joint practice. He's got his podcast that he's doing now, but he explained that the Bears were taking liberties on some of their hits on defense, and that Jordyn Brooks, he didn't take too kindly to that, and so he wanted the Dolphins defense to get in on the Bears offense a little bit more, and so Dodsen didn't give enough of a hit, and he's like, hey, let's pick it up a little bit, and one thing led to another, and
and guess what? You know what that is? That's leading your team, because guess what? If that was a UD situation and somebody push your star and you dead on the court and nobody go and defend their guy, UD gonna have some words with him, right?
Oh yeah,
that's right. So that's setting the tone, not letting your team get pushed around, and that physicality got to start somewhere. So I 100% agree with what happened, right? And then after it's all said and done, they can have a conversation and move forward, right? That's it. Look, we got a standard here. We're trying to do things a certain way. We can't let our guys on the other side of the ball get punked and we don't do nothing.
Well, that's what everybody was saying. Like all people boots on the ground. Omar Kelly, we had him on Game Day Uncensored yesterday, and he was saying he felt like the Dolphins got jumped basically by the Bears. The Bears were taking liberties, and Tua had one of his worst practices ever
because the receivers were getting pushed around.
The receivers are getting pushed around. Little extra stuff on Jalen Waddle, which they said he got hurt. Reason why he didn't play yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And but I don't know what for the Dolphins standpoint, it's tough because it's like you can't whine about it. You're already looked upon as the soft team.
You got to reply pressure. That's all, and that's why there's going to be guys on the team that are going to lead you down that path. Now, I will say this. When you think about Ben Johnson, right? And you think about where he came from, and you think about the manner in which they did business.
Yep.
That's the first thing he's coming over there with. Biting ankles, biting kneecaps.
Biting kneecaps.
He's coming with that same attitude. So you best believe that once everybody has deemed your team to be soft, the only way you're going to get out of it is having a lot of street fights to let them know you're not tough. That's the only way it's going to happen. And so you're going to have to be the aggressor at times. You're going to have to be the bullies at times so people don't come in there thinking they can push you around. Now, again, goal line, short yardage was not good yesterday. And that is the ultimate test of masculinity, right? 22 guys within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Right. And but that's the thing is like, I don't think you can get back at a team that if you feel like they took liberties in a practice, I don't really feel like the first preseason game is the environment to get back at anybody because you're going to play a series.
No, you do it at practice though.
Yeah, but they're not going to practice. They're not practicing again. Who are they going to get their get back on? The Lions?
But this was happening. And what I'm saying is this was happening in practice.
Yeah.
Jordyn Brooks called it out because he saw it happening to his offense. He was like, yo, you see how they bringing it over there? We got to hit them that way. Right? So that's going to take a while until that message is clear. And if it means that Jordyn Brooks got to fight everybody on defense, if he is the leader, what needs to be done needs to be done. But you ain't going to get tougher letting yourself get punked. You're not going to get tougher getting pushed around. So, and guess what? Every team is looking at the Dolphins thinking, we can just push them around.
So you think Mike McDaniel's got to go there and he's got to slap Dan Campbell right in the face when he gets to practice?
Here.
That is the ultimate, by the way.
To be clear, and I'm going to say this, Mike McDaniel doesn't have anything to do with this.
He's got to snuff Dan Campbell.
People think he does. People think that's a reflection of him.
It is, but I would tell you that the players understand the physicality of football. The players understand when you getting pushed around, right? And you make that announcement to the rest of the guys on your side of the ball that say, hey, enough is enough. And that is going to change it. Mike McDaniel could make some changes with, the play calling and situational stuff or whatever. But the mindset and the attitude has to come from the players who are tired of getting punked.
I don't want anything getting proven in the preseason, though. I want everybody.
When you going to prove it?
What about
in the regular
season? Wait.
I don't want it proven now.
Hey,
nothing has to be proven right now.
Hey, Vlad, let me tell you why you can't do it in practice, right? I'm going to tell you why.
Why not?
Because you ask a running back or wide receiver, what is the biggest insult that a guy could do to you after you get tackled? The mush and walking over you, right?
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Right. And a lot of times they'll do that because they think you ain't got nothing to come back with. Oh, you soft. What you gonna do?
That's what I'm saying.
You got to set the tone now. Otherwise, every team you play is going to try to push you around.
This is why I respected the way they played yesterday.
Right.
Even though we all know the game plan was generic and bland, there was a mindset of like, we're not about to get punked by these guys.
Right.
I did see plenty of linemen get bowled over and Quinn Ewers giving up a fumble. Like it's not like the Dolphins played the manliest team in the world.
No. But see,
let them bowl you over
don't,
and then talk trash to
Tobin,
you. And
don't take single plays and make it the whole message, right? So if I'm Mike McDaniel, when we go watch film today or whenever or tomorrow, whenever they watch film, I'm going to take 20 of the most physical plays on both sides of the ball, special teams. And then I'm going to say, this game, I want this to be 30. This game, I want it to be 35.
Okay, but the counterpoint to that would be the Bears didn't play their starters. So, like, you're not
Don't matter.
You didn't play anybody.
I don't care.
Anybody who whooped your ass wasn't there.
But I mean, you got pushed around by second stringers? It's even more insulting.
Stop it. Come on, Tobin.
What do you mean? Like, what have you gotten proven? Nothing got proven yesterday.
Okay, wait, so this is not, you're not proving nothing to them. You're proving something to how you're going to do business from now moving forward.
You got to let the league know, Tobin. Listen, you know what I want this week, Tobin? I want, if there's a fight between the Lions and the Dolphins, I want both coaches to go break it up, and I want Mike McDaniel to jump on Dan Campbell's back and put him in a rear naked chokehold.
He's going to get spiked into the ground.
A rear naked chokehold.
Hey,
he could get spiked to the ground, but at least his team will see, holy crap, even our coach is fighting. Come on. That's not
before it gets to the coach, Before it gets to the coach, it got to get through everybody on the team. That's the responsibility of other players.
Could you imagine Dan Campbell getting choked out by Mike McDaniel?
I think what Mike McDaniel needs to do is be like, he needs to go, go get him.
No, come on.
He needs a champion like Game of Thrones.
Nah, Mike McDaniel got to get knocked out. No, I mean, if he's got to fight, I'm just saying, that's got to get knocked out. But if I'm going to believe you, if you're supposed to lead me, I got to see you. I got to see you get in the fire as well.
He's going to get hammer-fisted into the turf.
I don't care. I respected him for getting into the skirmish last week, even though Teron Armstead had to be there. But I respected that.
Why doesn't Teron Armstead have a hobby by now?
Because you know what's happening? This guy's probably feeling the best he's felt in over the last 7 years of his life. He still wants to be involved without being physically involved. I'm going to tell you right now. Don't be shocked in another year you hit Teron Armstead wants to make a comeback.
Oh my goodness. He needs to go have a frozen drink somewhere and just relax.
But come on, can't you see it, bro? Can't you see Mike McDaniel like he starts knowing?
I could see it ending very badly for Mike McDaniel. If you're asking how do I think he goes when he fights Dan Campbell?
Jeff Van Gundy versus Alonzo Mourning.
Vinny said it perfect.
Choke him out.
Sometimes you lose a fight, but you gain respect.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not going to gain respect fighting Dan Campbell.
Damn, what?
He's not going to get
Well, wait. First of all, Vlad, let's be clear. Okay. You also have to know your limitations. So if Mike McDaniel run up in there and get a bap, go to sleep.
Right.
Then you ain't did nothing.
Right.
But not okay. No. But if he gets a punch off and he hits, I respect.
He's not going to get a punch off on the reach.
Don't care.
Dan Campbell.
If he hits him first, he gets a punch off. Come on.
So you saying sucker punching?
No, not sucker punch.
Do you think
Dan
that Mike
Campbell's not going to expect Mike McDaniel to go punch him?
Let me ask you something right now.
So if Dan Campbell gets punched and it's like, and everybody goes, ooh, then Dan Campbell's male ego is going to.
And then he's going to grab Mike McDaniel by the scruff and throw him into a tackle dummy.
Guess what? You attacked first. You hit first.
Isn't that a sucker punch?
It's not a sucker punch.
Let me ask you this.
Do you think wait. So you think Mike McDaniel, hold on.
Squared up.
Well, no. I got this. What you're telling me is Mike McDaniel could walk up to Dan Campbell.
I'm not saying that.
Right? And get a lick in that ain't been sneakily acquired.
Skirmish happens. Hey, get a hold of your team. No, you get a hold of your team. You get a hold of your team. I ain't taking none of this. Blah, blah, blah. A couple cuss words. Boom, boom, boom. Bam. I ain't handle. We're not taking that. Snuff him in the face. And then he gets manhandled. But guess what? He was letting you know we're not soft. We're not taking that. And then he punched him in the face. Now, if he ends up in the, some Detroit hospital, it's bad. But at least you set the tone.
This all I could see, right? One little move to the side because you're making it sound like he coming at him like Sugar Ray Leonard or somebody.
I'm not saying he's gonna leak him like Dan Campbell.
The only way McDaniel could hit him is if he snuck him.
First of all, I'm like, how much taller is Dan Campbell than Mike McDaniel? He's gonna have to. What he's gonna have to do is he's gonna have to take him down with a shin kick.
I did forget about that.
He's gonna have to shin kick him
or
and then slap him in the face.
Or he's gonna go to swing and we're gonna do like we do our kids.
Dan Campbell's really quite tall. Looking at the measurements.
Oh, man. We'll take a break here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Back with more after this. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM.
Goosies galore.
Oh, wow. My button bar works, Leroy. This is very exciting.
Does that mean we could double team on people?
Goosey.
Wow, this is very exciting.
Goosey. Bum.
Wow.
Bum.
Oh, you're in trouble, Leroy.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna be the one to get?
What do you mean? We're good now, baby. We got all, I mean,
This is only directed.
I'm going to use these powers for good, of course.
No, you're not.
I'm going to use them for good.
No, you're not.
Goosies galore.
Wow.
Who's that guy?
Hmm?
Who's that?
Ed's
front
in
of
there
Vlad?
and Steph's in there.
Huh?
Ed's in there and Steph's in there.
He got a shirt I've never seen before, and I've been there longer than him.
The Common Odyssey shirt.
The Common Odyssey shirt, the
Yeah.
staff shirt. Do you want one of those? You want me to send you? I got a bunch of Odyssey points to distribute. You want some?
Hey,
No.
you gotta distribute Odyssey points.
You don't have to. I just happen to have some.
Oh.
Yeah, because
just have-
the only thing I can afford to get with my Odyssey points is a decoder ring.
I'm like 10 points away from a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I've been saving up.
Goosey.
Wow.
This is like a kid with a Christmas.
This is
toy,
so
right?
exciting.
Oh,
Bum.
Ben Johnson.
Bum.
Wow. So exciting. Anyway, the Dolphins yesterday played to a tie. So, they're back at it this week. They'll take on the Detroit Lions. They will have joint practice with Man Campbell. Mike McDaniel will not
Do they
fight.
go Wednesday, Thursday, or just
He's not going to fight him, dude.
we sure about that?
Do you think that he's going to go for Dan Campbell and he goes,
Vlad?
Listen,
Don't have your game plan get somebody another grown man ass kicked.
I'm just saying
Because
they need to take that. They need to get that moniker. They need to get this nasty narrative that they're soft.
Yeah, but
They're SAWFT.
but fighting ain't gonna fix that.
you know what's going to fix that? Winning in December.
Nah.
That's what's going to fix that.
But you know
Nothing is
what? You're
nothing,
right.
Nothing is going to happen if they win
But
the training camp
set
fight in August.
The tone. You got to set the tone. Listen, you just went against Little.
You
Brother.
know how they set the tone for me, Vlad?
What's that?
First play of the game, sweep. So
Run
as
between-
much as you want to fight and all that, that set the tone for me.
He can't help who he is. He can't help who he is. He
He's
is,
never been this guy though.
He can't help. Well, I don't know. He just likes his toys and he likes his razzle dazzle.
You like your toys and you like razzle dazzle,
I do.
but you'll fight.
But am I going to fight in an August practice, Vlad? I'll be like, hey, see you in December. That's where I got to win.
You wanted to fight during Tommy's flag football game.
That ref was a bum.
Okay, then. You see what I'm saying?
That ref was a bum. I wanted to fight the bus driver today because it was the first day of school. Oh my God.
Oh, that's what happened.
It was 8:11 was supposed to be the bus pickup. And then I'm like, hey, because I'm usually leave earlier than that when I come down here. And, my daughter's in 8th grade. There was like probably 20 kids waiting at the bus stop. I'm like, all right. She's like, I can handle it, Dad. I can wait for the bus. I'm like, all right, I got you on location. I'm like, all right, fine. So I go off and I get bloop, bloop. It's 8:18. Bloop, bloop. I'm on the turnpike. Bloop, bloop. No bus. Just getting to Boynton. If I don't go to Boynton, then the next exit's not for a while. I'm like, fine. I'm turning around. I'm going to come get you. I'll drop you off at school. Because by this point, I could drop her off at school. Because at middle school, they don't let them in the school until God knows when, until tomorrow. Because we're doing early drop off. That doesn't start till day 2 of school. Go figure that one out. What do I need for day 2? Give me day 1. Anyway, I turn around and wouldn't you know it, as soon as I get off my exit, going back north,
Bus comes.
yeah, the bus is here. Awesome. Great, honey. Have a great day at school. This bum bus driver showed up 15 minutes late.
I would fire that bus driver.
Yeah, but there's traffic.
Nah, there was a reason why 8:11. Today is 8:11
Nothing is supposed to be at 8:11. If it's
But-
at 8:11, that's an exact time.
because of today's the exact date, August 11th. 8:11.
This guy had one job on the first day of school.
That's it. Get the kids at
So,
8:11.
other than that, how was the trip?
The trip was fine once I got going. I just wasted 20 minutes because I went 10 minutes south and then had to Yui it back because I thought my daughter was going to be stuck not getting to school. So, that was the only issue. But then, of course, as soon as I got back north, the bus arrived. Like, great, awesome. That's tremendous. I'm glad that I got to see my little tour of the turnpike, north, south, and north. But tomorrow won't be an issue because tomorrow I can just drop her off early, and she can go do her school activities in the school. This waiting for the bus, because last year the bus driver quit middle of the year, and it was like we had the Quinn Ewers of bus drivers after that. He really he was not reliable. He was taking sacks. He was all over the place. Never knew when he was going to show up. I'm just like, forget this. I need a franchise bus driver. And I'm not shaming bus driver. I know look, I've heard the stories. I remember being a kid on a bus. It's a thankless job. They're miserable little bastards. Okay, I get it. But you can't show up 15 minutes late. Like you got to be on time. I'm sorry. You have to. In the morning,
Well,
on the first day of school.
Why you call the bus driver the Quinn Ewers of football?
Dude,
The equivalent of bus drivers.
last year's bus drivers were the starting bus driver just quit. He tapped out in the middle of the school year, and then they had replacement bus drivers, and they were 50-50 to show up. And I just was like, forget it. I'm just taking you to school myself every day. Like, this is ridiculous. It was a coin flip. It was crazy. Cat for Life says even the bus driver from The Simpsons showed up on time. Yeah, Otto, even if he was high as a kite. Yeah, my goodness. All right. It is that time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Leroy Horde to hand out his game balls in game.
Bum.
Oh, I'm so excited to have this. Take a break. We're back after this. Oh, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Want to let you know one more time, Adam Sandler is coming to the Kaseya Center on September 7th, and we got your chance to win tickets. Just text the word Adam, A-D-A-M, to 20357. Text Adam to 20357. For more info, go to WQAM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive. Also, tickets are available for purchase at KaseyaCenter.com. Leroy,
What's up?
who is your game ball, and why is it Norman Powell for what he did to Costa Rica?
It's not.
It's not normal power because it was Costa Rica. Right?
Oh, man. Leroy would have given the business to this poor Costa Rican center.
So my game ball is going to go to Shedeur and
good
some
weekend.
of these young core. Good weekend. Not even about the numbers, though, but if you watched him, he had command of that offense, right? And I think for everything that people say about him being this or that, it seemed like he had the respect of the guys in the huddle. And that's all you could ask for. Nobody gives a damn what the coaches think. Nobody gives a damn what the owner thinks. Nobody gives a damn what ESPN thinks or we think, right? Those other 10 guys in the huddle, they got to respect you. And from the second he went onto that field, it looked like he had their respect.
He definitely did. Did you also see that he had a word with your old friend,
Yeah.
Tony Grossi?
Tony Grossi been that way for 40 years. You ain't going to change that. That guy been writing negative things about the Browns to the point where they hired him to work for the Browns.
He works for the Browns now?
No, he not anymore. I don't know if he still does. But every week, man, somebody was going at him.
Don't worry. They're going to blow it. They're going to blow it.
That's him. My
Nope.
I mean, my game bum.
There you go.
My game bum goes to the Corn Ferry Tour.
Excuse me?
Bum.
So the way golf works is you have these delegations of what your ranking is, and you have categories, and that gets you into certain tournaments. And as the year goes on, it allows you to maintain your status. There was a guy who the Corn Ferry Tour accidentally gave somebody, put him in the wrong category, and the guy who was supposed to play, they sent home. And they go, our bad.
What?
Yeah, because the guy was too far away to fix it. So the guy that MJ Daffew, I think it is, he gained access to a tournament via incorrect category.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What do you mean he was too far to fix it? So, like, the tournament.
So the guy that was supposed to get in ended up being an alternate after the guy they put in front of him.
But the guy who was supposed to get in was too far away, or the guy who made
the guy who didn't get in at Thursday at 2:00 left and drove to Oklahoma.
Unbelievable.
So they're like, we're going to fix this. I don't know how, because it's all about money list. And if you miss a tournament, you lose out on some of that money.
Jeez.
So yeah, it's but here's where it gets complicated. So the guy that qualified, right? He was on a major medical on the PGA Tour. And so he didn't make enough money to keep his PGA Tour card. So what happens is you automatically fall back to your Corn Ferry status. So
it sounds like something magical in Iowa.
Yeah, Corn Ferry. Like what kind of?
We don't go there.
That's the name of the tour.
Yeah, that's a weird tour.
Beware of the corn fairies. They're out in their crops.
So I've never heard anything like this crazy. It happened before. It happened on the women's tour, like a couple of years ago, where because you have all these classifications that qualify you for tournaments. So yeah,
All right.
it's unfortunate, but I'm saying with all that's at stake, right? With all the shots that you still have to hit to qualify and to make money for the tour, who don't have to hit a shot, mess it up. That can't happen.
Benny says I'm so effing lost. What's not to get, dude?
And you see they're spelling Corn Ferry. It's actually KORN
Like the band?
FERRY. Yes.
It's named after the band Corn?
I don't know. It's Corn Ferry.
Freaking elite.
KORNFERRY. It's a company.
Oh, okay. I assumed that it was corn like the food too.
No.
Oh, speaking of companies,
Hmm?
come to find out, those objects that are being thrown on the WNBA court
Hmm?
is from a Bitcoin company.
So it's all been an ad?
It's all been.
I've seen the guys. There are guys getting arrested over it.
They said that, yeah.
They're getting bailed out by crypto bros.
I don't know, but it's all was a form of promotion.
I don't think it worked
and
for
marketing.
them. I don't think it worked for them because I have no
I
idea.
mean, the only thing that could market is the Emporium that was next to our own building.
Yeah, I drove by it today.
Throw it on a hat. Throw your company on a hat and throw the hat. Why you have to throw that?
Good times on 441.
Oh man, it's not as live as it used to be.
It's the only place in South Florida where you can get a burger, have Popeyes, KFC, go to a strip club, go to a porno shop, and then maybe see a naked lady crossing the street.
You could have chicken breasts, chicken wings.
Yeah, where? Yeah, there's a KFC and a Popeyes right across the street.
Right
from
there.
It's true.
Let's not forget that sub shop on the corner. It might not be the cleanest, but that was the taste.
Stadium subs.
Steve's Pizza wasn't that bad.
Steve's Pizza is kind of far away from it though.
What about that diner?
Steve's Pizza is on
that diner that I was scared to go into.
Is it? No, my bad. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
What was the pizzeria on 441? Was it Tony's?
And
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had pizza over there.
Let's not forget
Caesar's.
Let's not forget all the gunfire in front of Chili's.
Did you guys see Geno Smith flipping off the Seahawks fan?
Really?
There was a Seahawks fan that brought a sign that read, "Bigger bust, Geno or Jamarcus Russell."
Really?
And then Pete Carroll was asked about the
That's messed up
gesture from Geno Smith, who gave double birds to the sign. And Pete Carroll asked the reporter, "Did you see what the sign said?" Next question.
See, and I've said this to you guys before. One of the things I hated about being an athlete, it neutered you, right? And when I say that, I'm like this. You know, if you were to make a sign like that for a regular person, you're going to have to deal with that person. But you know an athlete ain't going to do nothing, so you feel bold, right? You feel you could do whatever because he ain't going to do nothing. He ain't going to respond, right? And so, yeah, that sucks because there's things that people do as fans on the street. What about the guy that punched Myles Garrett in the face a couple of years ago?
Didn't he get arrested?
I don't know, but he should have got – if Myles Garrett would have stopped his car and beat him down on the street, we would have had a problem with Myles Garrett.
Yeah, man.
So
that guy did the Mike McDaniel. See, that guy did what you want Mike McDaniel to do to Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
He punched the scariest person in the planet.
And guess what?
Do you think he got respect for that?
I guarantee you he
You
does.
think?
Dude,
I feel like if my friend
you know what you got, Vlad? You know what he got?
You got
He
an
got
ass for
lucky.
coming.
He got
It don't
He
scared.
matter.
got lucky.
It doesn't matter. Guess what? You do that in front of your team, they're looking at you different.
No, they're
They're
not.
looking at-
I'm
Yeah,
telling
they
you,
are.
as a person that been on one of them teams, if you do something like that and get your ass kicked, we can't respect you.
But if he doesn't get his ass kicked, then what?
Doesn't.
Wait. Okay, Vlad.
I'm just saying.
If Mike McDaniel went and tried to throw hands with his perfect J's and his joggers on. And he went over there to mess with Dan Campbell. And Dan Campbell folded him up and put him in a garbage bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going back to your team and said it had to be done is not gonna, the laughter is gonna be ridiculous. They're like, damn, Mike, you got your ass kicked.
But what if he hits Dan Campbell and Dan Campbell's bleeding from his lips? He's leaking a little oil.
This is what Dan Campbell gonna do.
He's leaking a little oil.
Hey, wait. This is what Dan Campbell gonna do.
But what are you setting the Vlad, what are you setting this is what I'm asking you. What are you setting the odds at that he makes Mike McDaniel bleed like Drago? Because I'm putting that at plus 10,000.
That's Julian Hill numbers for a touchdown.
No shot. He's doing that.
Right. Like, see, Vlad.
Julian Hill.
Vlad. Here's where you having a problem. You having a problem with concept versus reality. Right? The concept is great.
It's all about the concept, Leroy. I know Mike McDaniel would just pick him up like the
Undertaker,
like the Lion King or the Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, even I, who is, my team, I'm getting sick and tired of the Miami Dolphin narrative that they're soft. They're not a soft team,
right?
Okay, are they a finesse team? Fine, but when the fan base for over the last couple of years of saying they need to get this narrative out, and now the organization knows that they need to get this narrative off them, I think you need to do something, set the tone. I was happy with the performance yesterday because even though, like I said, it was bland and vanilla, they felt a certain way about what happened on Friday.
Yeah, look, Vlad, I don't think you're making a bad point about the Dolphins having to get their respect. In just my eyes, I feel it's
don't want him to represent. Hey, at no point in time do I want Mike McDaniel defending my respect.
No, I just feel like you can't earn respect in August. It's the dumbest month.
Don't say that to Marcos. It's Marcos' birthday. It's his best. It's the best month in the world, according to Frog Boy. But I'm just saying, look, we know December, January is where all that narrative ends. But right now, it's not cold. It's balmy. It's hot. So therefore, to get this narrative out, all right, you played the Bears, and Ben Johnson, everything's physical. He wants to change the whole aura of the Bears, right? He's a rookie coach, so he can do that. We've done 3 years of Mike McDaniel. We've done fastest, greatest show on surf, right?
Yep.
We've done that.
But I kind of feel like the damage is done.
The damage is
until
done.
He wins, until he does it. It's not going to be won at a practice.
But the damage of you being soft is something that has to be wiped away. Like, you can't go with another season starting in September and everybody's like, oh, the Dolphins are soft. Like, you can't do that. It's got to be a point where that narrative has to change.
But now, can I say this?
What am I saying is absolute craziness?
Here.
Yes.
So what you're saying is, let's just paint this scenario. The Dolphins practice the Lions this week. Okay.
Yes, there's a fight that happens.
And Aiden Hutchinson takes a cheap shot at Devon Achane. You want Mike McDaniel to walk out on that field,
stop the fight,
and be like, hey, man, Campbell, you guys went over the line. Are we here to work or are we here to fight? Because if we're here to fight, you fight me.
Here's the problem, though.
I like that.
And here's what I'm going to tell you. This is where guys like Jordan Brooks come into play. Because if they getting pushed around, it is up to the players to kind of have that moment to where we ain't getting pushed around no more. And the coaches just kind of sit back and let it happen. Your coach is not in that fight. You are. So if you getting punked out there and you don't return any fire, you don't return any physicality, then that by definition is being soft and being bullied.
Rome says, Tobin, this is when you get respect from the players. I don't think he's going to earn Zach Sealer's respect getting his ass kicked.
But if you're willing to get your ass kicked, sometimes
somebody mentioned.
You guys don't understand athletes. If you go out there and get your ass kicked too bad, they just gonna make fun of you and have less respect.
Pat Riley was willing to get his ass kicked.
Willing.
Yeah, willing.
Fight.
And you want to know what happened? Alonzo Mourning got between him. He says that you're being stupid.
But
You're being a stupid old man.
I know that, but sometimes you gotta be stupid just to show how
No,
crazy
wait,
and passionate
but,
you are.
but Vlad, it's basketball. Basketball is the hub of everybody getting
way,
together,
I want
but
you to know-
somebody pulling you apart.
For the last 2 hours, Leroy's been taking subliminal shots at the NBA, calling them soft. I just hope everybody's
I
been
did not. No, I didn't.
subliminally.
minute.
He's been
I
calling
start
them NBA
you
soft.
off with a story about how Udonis Haslam will handle a situation.
But that's only UD because you got respect for UD and you know.
I
But
tell you-
everybody else, you're kind of calling the whole NBA soft. I'm just subliminally, I'm just hearing that.
Okay.
I'll tell you what wasn't soft.
Getting into a huddle and acting like you're gonna fight don't give you tough points.
I'll tell you what wasn't soft, Leroy.
What?
Pelle Larsson versus Poland. 32 points.
So we got every player on the Heat team is leading their team in scoring.
Poland, dude.
They get here and score 9 points in the damn quarter.
Well, except for except Jovic, because Jokic is just he's just putting up all the numbers for Serbia. Bored. It's like, okay, another double body. Can I do it, Mr. Joker? Can I do it? No. Must score buckets. Go back to horse. We'll take a break here on FM 104.3 WQM. Tobin and Leroy. We take you up until 2. Get you caught up with your headlines. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. FM 104.3 WQAM.
Hey, so
Yes, sir.
I want
Yes.
you guys to guess. What flavor you think this is?
Is that SpongeBob?
Yeah,
I'm going to guess pineapple.
correct.
He lives in a pineapple under the sea. That's what I would guess.
Yeah, it's pineapple.
Is it beer or soda?
Soda. It's lollipop.
Lollipop.
You're home. It's responsible if you want to throw back some brewskis.
First of all, you know I don't drink beer.
That's fair. That's fair. Let's get to our headlines brought to you by Tyrel Volkswagen. Tyrel VW just broke the rules of gravity. Prices are falling so fast, we're checking for a crater. Volkswagen price like they've lost their minds. Tyrel VW, buckle up. No one sells for less. No one. We have some unfortunate breaking news on the Miami Dolphins front. Adam Schefter has just tweeted out, Dolphins running back Alexander Mattison underwent season-ending neck surgery on Sunday in Chicago. Mattison hurt his neck during Sunday's game against the Bears and was taken by ambulance to a local hospital and had surgery.
Wow. To have surgery that quick, it must have been.
Yeesh. Brutal.
I mean, he did bounce off of his head.
No, he did. He did, but he was playing good.
But it was crazy, right? That's how freak accidents could happen. Like, he just bounced off of his head in a way where when he laid on the ground, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I was wondering because like they looked like they were like checking his sternum at first. Like I was like, did he get his? I thought, did he get cracked?
No, they were checking for like how are you breathing? Can you move? They're holding him in place more than anything.
Man. Well, the Dolphins apparently have had Jamal Williams in for a workout, running back, and that's that. But the Dolphins just lost Alexander Mattison, who looked like he was on his way to getting plenty of carries with this Dolphins team, but now it is down to Achane, Jalen Wright, and Ollie Gordon 2. OG 2. He looked good, by the way, yesterday.
I mean, I think, you know what's amazing is I'm watching some of these guys run and we think because they're bigger, they're going to be more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to tell you, that Achane, he
impresses you?
He runs with some authority, you know, even with his speed. My thing is if you just point your speed in one direction and run, they can catch up to you. But if you disguise it and then explode, then it looks great. And I think that's why I like plays starting inside or off tackle. So it gives you the flexibility of being able to read, cut back, or go forward, right? When you're an offense and you run a sweep or something along those lines, you're eliminating half of the football field for yourself.
A couple of other details from Jeremy Fowler of ESPN. He writes on Alexander Mattison that he is expected to make a full recovery. He's going to be out for the season, but does have full strength and motion.
So he must have a fractured vertebrae in his neck, and they have to stabilize it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Crazy.
Yep, it is.
Dolphins, their second preseason game is going to be against the Detroit Lions this week. The Dolphins still out on the road. They went straight to Detroit after Chicago. So this is a training camp that's gone out on the road, which got to be good for, they're doing some camaraderie things out on the road as well. You got to think that's, a nice little change of pace, taking it from place to place after, sweating their ass. Although apparently it was super hot at that game yesterday.
Yeah. It gets hot, believe it or not.
Hot in the Midwest.
During camp, it gets hotter up north. So when I was in Minnesota, we had a lot of 100-degree days. It's just not as humid. I wonder if they're going to go to Windsor.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. 'Cause I'm like,
it's right across the street.
You're
Home
not
of Brett Romberg?
It's right across the street.
It's not really much trouble you can get into Detroit other than Windsor.
No, Hey, don't sleep on Detroit.
Really?
Yeah, I would say this: never trust a city that greets you with a balled up fist.
Maybe they take you. Maybe they're going to go to the home of Zach Sealer.
The Joe.
The
Oh
Joe
no,
Louis.
that's wait. So let me show you here. This is how they do Michigan. Detroit's like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's from is like up here, and then you have this part right here.
Is that like by one of the lakes?
Yeah, the lake.
All of them?
No.
How many lakes do they
Lake
have
Michigan.
up there?
Lake Michigan, Erie is on the East Coast, I want to say, or is that is Ohio also?
Dude,
So
geography.
you got Lake,
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Michigan lakes.
No, you got Lake Erie and Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan's on the other side, and Lake Erie.
Lakes?
I think I want to say Lake Michigan is on the side with Illinois.
Where's Lake
Or
Huron?
Wisconsin on the other side, and then Erie is along where Ohio is, and then Buffalo.
You guys like that Lake Superior?
I mean, you gotta like the name. It's Superior.
Oh man. So, well, sucks for Alexander Mattison. That's a brutal piece of news to hit the Dolphins yesterday or today on their one of their running backs.
Rome said Leroy's hand tells me a lot on how tough he is.
Oof.
Hey, I got more screws and pins in my body. Hey, and I will say this. I've had surgery in the morning and did the show in the evening.
That's true. Barry Jackson tweets out, so the Dolphins lose their best cornerback in Kader Kohu and their best short yardage back in training camp in Mattison. When you combine terrible luck with too many bad decisions, this is how you lose for a quarter of a century.
No. I will say this. As much as I like what Mattison did and how he was, proving to be a contributor, the attitude of physicality should run through your entire offense. And like I said, Achane runs hard. He breaks tackles. He weaves in close fits. He does that stuff. The only time Achane struggles sometimes is when you have him running sideways and his shoulders are pointed to the sidelines. So I would say the attitude of what they're talking about has more to do with the system than the players, because everybody will get on board about this physicality.
Yesterday after the game, Ben Johnson, he spoke about Mike McDaniel, and this was the Lions coach. You got this, Vlad, what the Lions coach had to say on how Mike McDaniel runs his offense?
So I've always respected him from afar. I mean, when he was at San Francisco to now in Miami, some of the stuff, in particular the run game, it's next level. There's no one else that does it quite like he does. He finds a way to find space to the inside and, perimeter runs. He can gash teams that way. So he is a little bit of that mad scientist. And so there's a lot of respect there just from a schematic standpoint. And I know they've got a good one there. Shoot, when Tua's been healthy, they've been rolling and they've been a playoff team really for all 3 years. So I think he does a great job with that crew and looking forward to our relationship continuing to grow.
It seems like there's no beef there from their from the camp, unless Mike McDaniel yelled at him and then he felt like he had to cower and publicly grovel.
See, Mike McDaniel.
Maybe Mike McDaniel was like, you know what you did, Ben Johnson.
I'm gonna step up to your big brother now.
I'm about to give Man Campbell the business. You better make right when that post press conference hits.
I'm just saying, man.
You better call me a mad scientist, or I'm going to concoct something that just you're not going to see coming. What does that mean exactly?
Nothing.
Just kiss my ass in public.
Oh man.
Oh, the training camp reports are sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Enroll today in one of over 60 Miami-Dade County Public School Technical Colleges affordable training programs and get fast-tracked to a financially rewarding career in 1 to 2 years. Convenient day and evening classes give you the flexibility you need while you learn. Go to careerinayear.com and get there.
Don't want me to turn aqua. That's funny.
You wouldn't like me if I'm perturbed.
Point.
Oh my goodness.
Witcher.
By the way, with us being on the FM, we gotta like make sure when we playing certain cuts, gotta bring the volume low.
Mhm.
Apparently now it's too loud when you. Yeah. So some of the all right, the point for Leroy, gotta bring the volume down.
All
a
right.
little bit.
Listen, we're all learning here on FM 104.3 WQAM. We're learning. We'll find the new levels. We've been crackling on AM for a while. We're happy to have you. We're happy to be here. And for those who have a problem with it right now, I don't know what to tell you.
-1 for sass.
He's so happy now.
With
This
great
one's
power
so-
comes great
I
responsibility.
don't have buttons. Crazy. We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Oh, hello.
Hello.
How was your weekend?
Pretty good, pretty busy, but
I got rained out on Saturday. No
oh
golf.
my goodness, rain. So much rain.
Jen Figgy, FM Jen Figgy's different. She comes early now.
Yep.
You noticed that, right? It's not 12:40. It's not the last.
It's 12:19.
It's 12:19.
It's true.
FMG. Yeah.
Just trying to show up for my alt emos.
FMG.
It's a sports station now, but just in case they're still there.
Yes, for all of our alt listeners who are rocking out with their shark out, we welcome you. We welcome you. And don't worry, because if you love emo, we got a team for you. They're called the Miami Dolphins.
Point for Toe.
Yeah, but to some people, emo is like terrifying because they're unfamiliar. There's nobody afraid of the Dolphins.
No. Well, except for Dolphins when it comes to December and the inevitable.
Well, I mean, listen. The first sign of fixing something is acknowledging that you have a problem.
That is what they say.
Before this year and before this camp, they had never identified that we needed to be tougher. So
Sure, it was this camp. I feel like last camp we were talking about it a lot.
No.
I feel like we were. I feel like they talked about it a lot, and then Bradley Chubb just said, "And mini camp this year," he goes, "Yeah, we were lying.
Yeah.
We acknowledged it, but we were lying."
Yeah.
You see, they need something.
They need people in their locker room like Jordyn Brooks that holds them accountable to be tough.
I do like Jordyn Brooks. Jordyn Brooks said, I mean, he was the guy. He called out the team after that Green Bay game. He goes, "We were soft. We played soft. We were soft." That didn't help. They still went out and they lost to Houston.
But that's not. But again, I would say this: your coaches and your other players have to put you in positions to be tough. And I think that athletes will respond. If never in that situation. So understand this. This happens a lot. When your offense plays that kind of sprint game and you defend that game on a daily basis, then when you get in regular games and you got to deal with straight ahead football, sometimes it's difficult because you never had to deal with it. I'll give you a perfect example. We played, who is it we play? Oh, every year we play the Houston Oilers.
Okay.
They ran that run and shoot offense. Here's the kicker. They didn't even have a tight end on the roster. So every time we played them, guess what we did? Play with 2 tight ends. Why? Because they had never dealt with that type of physicality, never having to practice against a tight end at no point during their offseason or during their year. So having those 2 big guys on the end of the line of scrimmage when you always play nickel was a problem.
Yeah, well, you could look at the Dolphins roster right now and say they don't have any tight ends. The way things are going.
I mean, Waller had a year off. Why are we cuddling him?
Dude, I didn't even know, I was like, oh, he's on the team? Like, he was there in his jersey and whatnot. They go to Panda and be like, yeah, he's coming around. Like, when?
Yeah, I'm like,
what are we doing? You going to just drop him out of the
Like,
sky?
First of all, you don't sign anybody or bring them in if they're not in some kind of shape. Right?
That's what I would think.
So the first question that I would ask Darren Waller is, what have you done to get in football shape?
Right.
And then work him out.
Make music videos.
Fumble Kelsey Plum.
Man, I mean, I get it. He's got a relationship with Frank Smith. So if your offensive coordinator And he goes to Mike McDaniel and he tells him, no, he's good. Like, he better be good. Like, he better be ready to roll. I don't understand, like, this whole, we have a wink. I just need a camp to get ready. Is that what we're doing? And by the way, he hasn't exactly lit the world on fire in a while. It's been a while since he was that dude.
Yeah.
But even before the break.
Right.
So I don't know, man. I may look a fool. My expectations with that guy are 0.0.
I mean, but that's what they should have been beforehand, right?
I don't know. Like, I just think that when they do this, like, they're like, oh yeah, no, this is gonna work out. Like, he's gonna come in and it's gonna be like Gronk and Tampa. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
No, he doesn't play that style of football.
I know
he doesn't play that way. Like,
I know it's not that style for style. I'm just saying, like, I don't think he's gonna walk in off the couch and just be like, yeah, I got this. It's like, I'm very skeptical on that one. That's all.
Right.
That's it. I am. I'm not counting on it. I have more faith that Tanner Connor is going to work out this time around.
Chris said it perfectly. Tell me how you feel about this. I expect the same production out of Waller that we got at OBJ last year. I really want to be wrong, but fool me once.
No, 100%.
Oh no, fleece me once. Shame on you. Fleece me twice.
Hey,
that's what OBJ did last year.
He got a lot of money. Waller ain't getting a lot of money.
But you traded who ended up being your best receiver last season.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to pay him. So you try to do a discount and you try to get.
You got a Temu tight end?
Not even Temu. You got Dollar Tree tight end.
5 and below, not even 5 below.
Yo, 5 and below, you giving him too much credit. He's lucky to be 99 cents.
I think Julian Hill is 5 and below. It's like an incomplete product.
Hell no. Julian Hill's clearance.
You know it is. Julian Hill is like that toy that you buy and it says battery sold separately.
No, Julian Hill batteries included.
Those are always so disappointing.
Yeah, because you don't realize it, especially if somebody give you a toy as a gift. Nobody realizes it until after you open it up and can't play with it.
On the bright side, it does seem like they got some receiving talent. Like, that's the good thing.
Yeah.
I like Taj. I like Malik.
I would like somebody with a little more size. Can we get somebody with a little more size to? No, we got all.
Bengals can't be choosers.
I mean,
I think
the whole wide receiver core could fit on the little yellow bus because they're tiny.
If everybody gets on their shoulders, they can go on any roller coaster they want. Speaking of, by the way.
Why do you always size and fat shame, bro?
Hey, I'm just saying.
I swear to you, Leroy.
They could fit all of them on the smaller bus. They don't have to get the big bus.
Leroy, how tall are you?
6 foot.
You know, some people might think you're short.
Yeah. That's fine. I don't get my feelings hurt.
We'll represent the receiver.
The lollipop man. The lollipop man.
This is why, by the way, the Dolphins have to fight is because their coach is 5'8", their quarterback is 5'9", their receivers are all 5'9".
They're small.
They're tiny.
Can I tell you, if I'm that size, anywhere I'm going with Patrick Paul.
Yep. You get him, big dog.
Get him, big dog.
Him and Sealer.
When I was at Michigan, I had two of the biggest linemen
Jumbo.
in the history of linemen. Jumbo Elliott. And after him was, I can't think of his name. He was like 350. He got drafted in the first round by the Raiders or second round. Greg Skrepnik. Greg Skrepnik was bigger than Jumbo.
He sounds like an offensive lineman.
Oh.
Greg Skrepnik.
Yeah. Massive.
Where's he from? Ohio?
Michigan? No. I don't know.
Mike says, is Tobin still looking for that plus 2,500 on Hill? I don't know, man. I get more nervous with every game.
You know it's going to be plus 4,500. It's going to be plus 4,500.
No, he going to buy, look, and he going to say, and to make my parlay right, I'm going to throw in
getting greedy.
I'm going to throw in a Julian Hill anytime touchdown.
And I'm going to throw in a Malik Washington anytime touchdown. You got to figure they're gonna double team Tyreek and Jalen Waddle.
That's true.
See, he's
No,
already
that's
thinking.
Hey, you do realize no matter what you do on defense, if I want to get a certain guy open, I can run route combinations to get him open. That's why you always hear like star wide receivers complaining about it sometimes, and everybody wonder why they complaining. It's because of that.
Well, as long as they just don't throw the fade to Tyreek Hill anymore.
Who they gonna throw it to?
I don't know. Do that thing where he's right at the goal line and turns around. That one always works. Why do they throw to the back of the end zone?
Hey, in the business, we call that a fade stop.
Just like a little. That's a good
Oh,
move.
you talking about that touchdown he caught against the Patriots in that Sunday night game where he was just looked like he was going, and then he just quickly went sideways and boom, touchdown.
Yep.
Right over the goal line.
That's gold.
They've
used that fade one time against the Chargers. It's never worked since.
Dude, that was it. They saw it work week 1. It was over. They thought they could do that play every time.
Got addicted to it, man. It's ridiculous. Tell you what else you want to be addicted to. Great dry cleaning service. That's what you want to be addicted to. Because let me tell you something, Leroy. For the best dry cleaning in all of South Florida, you want to use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. It's back to school time, all right? So everybody's got the new outfits you maybe want to get put together. Maybe you lost a little weight over the summer. You want to tighten it up. Your teacher, you want to have those wardrobes all ready and rocking and roll for this school year. Use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. They got a seamstress on site, Leroy, Mama Aura. She's getting those things done for you. She'll take care of it. Same day sewing. Just let them know what you need.
You know you bought those clothes. You got them off the rack. You got your school uniforms and whatever. And now after a week, your kid's gonna come in and say, "Hey, too big, too long, too short, or whatever." Give Ira a call. They've been around for 40 plus years, family owned. They can do same day sewing. They have a seamstress on site. Mama Ira.
Pick up, drop off.
Pick up, drop off. They service all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beaches. And if you use our name, we still got that 25%. We still do that 25%.
You mentioned Tobin and Leroy, 25% off your order. So call or text our anytime. Here's the number, 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. And I promise you, once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you're never going to want to launder your own clothes again. Welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Miami Dolphins played to a draw, 24 apiece with the Chicago Bears. They got the Lions coming up this week. If you guys are just tuning in, we found out that Alexander Mattison, running back, he had to have neck surgery in Chicago, and he is done for the season. So very unfortunate news there.
Very unfortunate. Like, I'm in the same boat I am with the Heat. First and foremost, I want everybody to be healthy so you can identify what you have and don't have. It's nothing worse than starting the season scrambling at certain positions. And so from that standpoint, that's a little frustrating just in general. And sometimes, like, your team gets that bug. The Heat have had it for how many years now, where somebody crucial gets hurt at the wrong possible time.
It's been tough. But hopefully, the Dolphins can find somebody to step up, and hopefully he has a full recovery. The reports are that he will have a full recovery, but he is going to miss the year.
Yep.
So
neck is nothing to play with.
Nothing to play with, dude. Nothing to play with. So let's get to the mixed bag here. And first off, let's tickle Vlad here a little bit with some Jets talk. Aaron Glenn, this was new Jets coach, excited that the Jets got themselves a preseason win. He's out here saying a win's a win no matter when it is.
Preseason or not, a win is a win. And I was always taught to, if you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win. And this is a great win for our guys. A lot of good things that happened in this game, but there's a lot of things that we got to clean up, a number of things. And we will clean those up.
All right. What did you think of the performance, Vlad? How did you like how the Jets fared in their first preseason game?
I liked it. I was happy to see my first team on there, and they scored an opening drive touchdown. Saw the members of the defense. They were playing. I like Aaron Glenn as a coach. I like him as a player, and I like him as a coach. He's bringing kind of similar to what Ben Johnson's bringing with the Bears, which is the Dan Campbell attitude, holding everybody accountable. I like the fact that when a player got into a fight, he went on the field and was chastising. Like yelled at him. Like, you don't like the daddy yelling to a child. You don't want to disappoint your daddy after he yells at you like that. So I was happy with it, but it's only preseason. So, it is what it is.
Well, also in preseason, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they unveiled their plan for Travis Hunter, who played on both sides of the football, Leroy.
I think that's cool.
This is Liam Cohen, the Jaguars coach. You may remember him from such awkward press conferences as Duval.
Oh, that's the guy?
That's the guy.
Oh,
this is what he had to say on Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I think he made a couple good catches on some option routes and missed the one tackle defensively that I noticed. Like, that was the only things that I kind of noticed about his overall play. In terms of that, I'll have to watch the tape on how he operated defensively a little bit more, but I thought offensively he made the right decisions on those option routes, made a good catch, almost broke out of that one where kind of Trevor put it behind him on that third down we talked about. But I'll have to go watch the tape a little bit more to know more.
Wow. All right. It sounds like Shedeur Sanders has bragging rights for Colorado Buffaloes this weekend.
Yeah, one guy was drafted second, the other one was drafted 163rd. So I think Travis all right.
Speaking of Kevin Stefanski, this is what he had to say on Shedeur Sanders' debut performance for the preseason.
So many really, really good teaching moments on this tape. But big picture for Shedeur and our quarterbacks, that position, taking care of the football. I think 0 giveaways from our offense is a very big deal and goes a very long way, like we talked about, to winning and losing football games.
All right. I think it's time to tell old baby hands Kenny Pickett to take a hike. That's what I think. Everybody's going to be buzzing in Cleveland right now. You know them.
You say, why you say it like that?
You just know that. You know right now in Cleveland sports radio, they are fawning over Shedeur Sanders. Like, no one's going to be thinking about Dylan Gabriel.
As long as the queen says everything's okay, Mary Kay Cabot, that's that. If she says everything's good, then, you know, then I'll trust it.
I feel like
she's the gospel.
I feel like, Leroy, you don't think like the buzz right now is all on Shedeur? Like, there's not a Dylan Gabriel muse or Dylan Gabriel fan club over there that's like, no, we got to get an old DG in there.
I don't know. I think they just added like what I'll use a Spo saying, make me play you.
Yep.
I think that's what Shedeur did. And nobody knew when that opportunity was going to come. Everybody thought it was going to come later on in the game or the preseason. It came sooner than later. He responded. Now we got to see how he responds to more pressure. And simple as that. He has put them in a position to make him play. If they decide, well, he played this week, he's not going to play next week, then they're doing a bad job. Because you don't know who your quarterback is going to be yet.
Nope.
And it ain't his fault that them other guys didn't play.
I think those guys' hammies all of a sudden felt a little better after watching that performance. You're going to win a quarterback competition, and you got the tight hammy. You're like, eek. How bad are those hamstring injuries?
Because you can't. It gets to the point where even when you feel better, you're scared to like go full go. And I think that's the thing. So you have to get back to where you're comfortable, to where you can just play. And sometimes that's hard because you know what that hammy felt like when you tweaked it.
Speaking of Mary Kay Cabot, 3rd-round pick Dylan Gabriel back in the thick of the 4-way competition. He returned to team drills today.
I bet you he was when he saw Shedeur play.
He was.
Yeah, you. My hammy feel much better now, Coach.
Get me out there, Coach.
That look they both had on the sideline was like, oh crap.
Like, we better get our ass out there.
But I would say that
running with the twos today.
You can't not continue with Shedeur, right?
I'm with you.
He needs to take some first team snaps. That's what I think.
Right.
Otherwise, what is it, a competition or is it not a competition? Part of competition, show up to the competition. He showed up. He balled out. He deserves reps.
Does that mean Snoop got let go now?
I don't know. I don't know how that. I don't know.
Because I don't
know if anybody's on pup.
They ain't gonna let nobody go early. They don't have to. The only downfall of camp is you got to go from 90 to 53.
Right. I think he's probably. I don't know if like Kenny Pickett's on PUP or something like that, and so he's on the roster. I'm not sure. Not sure, Vlad. Cam Ward. He only did a couple drives this past game. This is what Cam Ward had to say about his first preseason action.
It was. It's not really too different from college. Just more being, I would say, alerted on third downs. Just the cans that you can get to in Coach Callahan's offense, and then just getting the ball out when it needs to be out.
All right.
So basically more time throws. He made some, and I said this last year. I would lean towards Cam over Shedeur because I saw Cam firsthand make on-time throws more than I saw Shedeur do it. Doesn't mean he can't do it, just mean that I haven't seen it as much.
Mm-hmm.
And when I watched this past weekend, I said, oh, he made some on-time throws, planted that back foot, threw it with accuracy, slid around inside the pocket, scrambled a couple of times, did a lot of things really well that, like, it garners the efforts of the organization to say, let's see if we can develop this guy.
Here was Brian Callahan on his number 1 overall pick and what he thought of Cam Ward's preseason action.
I thought Cam played well in his 2 series that he got. Kind of a weird first half with 3 possessions. Had 1 3 and out, and then came back and led a touchdown drive. I thought he looked good. Started to feel a little bit comfortable. Was begging to go back in, but that wasn't in the cards for tonight. I thought he did some good things, and it was encouraging.
You love that when you can say a guy's begging to go in, but not in the cards, Cam. Not in the cards.
I mean, you still want to play, right?
Definitely.
Like, no matter what, you want to play.
And Ben Johnson, Bears coach, that's what he had to say on finishing with a tie.
To assess the feeling in the locker room on a tie like that. Those guys went out there and they laid it out. You know, all those guys that were active, they did a great job going out there and competing. And you know, you just don't know how to feel when it ends up being 24-24. It doesn't matter preseason or not. You go out there, they're keeping score, and you're playing to win. So I'd say this: I think those guys, they did a phenomenal job going out there. The effort was there, the intensity was there throughout. I think a number of guys, knowing that there were no reserves behind them, they really fought through a lot.
Sounds like the old sister kisser. That is the mixed bag. I don't know, a busy NFL weekend. We had a 70-yard field goal at one point. Crazy. Football is back. Kind of.
It is. I found myself watching a lot more football than I thought I would watch.
I know football is back, but the only reason why you're saying kinda is because you haven't laid a wager on it yet. Once you lay a wager, that's when you know football is back. But you're not going to lay a wager as of now in the preseason because you don't know who's playing. But if you get an indication that maybe the ones are going to play an extended period of time, an extended time, then I think you might lay a wager.
Well, I'm a big fan of player props, as you know, Vlad, and there's no player props in the preseason on at least the Hard Rock app, so that bums me out. Like, if I could bet on some things on Hard Rock app, I would very much like to gamble on it, and they won't let me do that till week 1, so I'm stuck here just, enjoying football for the love of it.
No, the hell, you lying. Stop lying.
Why does it in the preseason?
You know what? If there was no action, football wouldn't be the most popular sport.
Agreed. Fantasy football changed the game.
That's it. That changed.
Fantasy football changed the game for everybody. But I'm not even a big fantasy fan. I like gambling. But that's like Mickey Mouse gambling.
Well, no,
it's masked gambling.
Here's the problem with you. Okay. Your gambling consists of, no matter what bet you start, with a Julian Hill anytime touchdown. We can't take you serious.
Look, I'm just doing that out of failed principle. That's what I'm doing.
And that's what they're hoping on.
Yeah, no, agreed. That is what they're hoping. But
every week they go, well, we know we can get this $5 from Tobin if we just put a big number on Julian Hill.
Maybe I'll parlay UFC with some preseason this weekend on Saturday.
And now that it can end, well, it can't end in a tie because they get point spreads.
Yep. But it's I don't know. I mean, it was an interesting preseason because there are a lot of things that we're trying to see. There's a lot of rookies you're intrigued by. There's a lot of second-year guys you're intrigued by. So I'm not gonna and honestly, we do, as bad as they were, you do want to see the backup quarterbacks because I want to know if they're going to work out. Now, do I think they're going to work out? I was hoping Quinn Ewers would give me a little more something.
But what my question to you is, what are you expecting from a backup quarterback? There's only 20 quarterbacks who are
viable,
bona fide starters. So if you have a backup who balls out too much, somebody going to try to get him. Because there's 12 teams that really don't have a long-term quarterback.
I get you. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm glad you saw my face. It's very interesting that you said that, Leroy, because what was Tobin actually expecting in Quinn Ewers when he wished him no success?
Oh, I do wish him no success. Don't get me wrong. But like, if I'm gonna watch, like, I have no choice but to like. His success in the preseason doesn't really matter because Tua is the starter no matter what, Jennifer. So it's his success is negligible. It doesn't matter. But I'm telling you right now.
Don't be upset by him then.
Sheesh. In the event we're left to get on our Quinn Ewers flotation device, we may be sinking.
Sinking? You're drowning.
I had to look away when he was on the field.
I agree with this. If our fan base knew we had a franchise quarterback, nobody would give a damn about the backup. I believe to some extent the people that or making a big deal about the backup have questions about Tua.
But Tua has, and while that is true, I don't think it's a question of talent. Some people still have questions of Tua's talent, and that's fine. It is what it is. Tua has durability issues. He doesn't stay healthy.
Yeah, so you have to pay attention to that more than other teams would.
Yeah.
Like, for example,
last year was a disaster.
Do you care who Josh Allen's backup is?
No.
Do you care who and part of it is because these guys are so elite that anybody you have as a backup is going to be a huge step down.
Yeah, I can't. We were doing this game last week. Like, I didn't even know that Lamar Jackson's backup was Cooper Rush. I had no idea that he was in Baltimore.
Which is crazy.
I had no idea.
Giants. What about the Giants? The Giants got all kind of.
They got Jameis. You see, Jameis got his team out of a walkthrough by praying, but he made everybody go to Bible study.
He's so great.
Brian Daboll's like, all right, if somebody can hit a pass, can hit the crossbar, no walkthrough. And Jameis Winston goes out there and he goes, I just want us all to know before I throw this that we have Bible study at 3:30. So I hope to see you all there. Boom, hits the crossbar. They all go crazy for him. But now
you know what? You can say what you want about him. Everybody loves that dude
because he's genuine.
I've golfed with him, right? And he is genuinely that dude. Like, he ain't trying to be something he's not. That's who he is. He reminds me a little bit of Randall Cunningham. Randall Cunningham had a very similar demeanor as far as how he went about things, how he talked, and stuff like that. Jameis, now, I watched Jameis play. Is it me, or did he look like his face shield was made like Mr. Magoo? You know how Mr. Magoo had the magnified front window of his car?
He still can't see?
I don't know, dude, but if you go look at pictures of his
he's been squinting since FSU. He can't see yet?
If you look at his shield, it looks like a magnifying glass.
I didn't even know. I didn't watch the Giants preseason. I saw the Jaxson Dart throw, but I didn't see. I didn't watch their game. You're telling me he's still got the eye thing?
He doesn't squint because he got his eye. He had surgery. Remember?
That's what I thought. You remember him looking at those stupid signs on the sidelines? He's like looking. He's like,
I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this.
I think that's Leprechaun.
There's two quarterbacks that are in the same boat. Joe Flacco and Jameis Winston. If you have to rely on them, they're going to give you 2 or 3 weeks of Hall of Fame football. Then they're not. And you're going to be riding high for them through 2 or 3 weeks. And then Jameis going to do Jameis.
Jameis is like trying to like look at the sidelines. He goes, is that a Fruit Loops box that he's holding up? What the hell am I supposed to run here? Jimbo Fisher's like, Jameis, it's very clearly 2K insane.
That was good. That was really good.
Jimbo Fisher heisting.
But see, if you see a picture of him, the shield looks like it's a magnifying glass.
I'm gonna check this out. I'm very curious now. I want to see what it looks like. Pretty wild. Are you sure it wasn't Photoshop?
I was watching it live during the game.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I didn't want to make sure you didn't get fooled by the internet. That's all. No judgment. Just a question.
Fair question.
It's a fair question.
A real fair question.
It's a fair question. It's a fair question. We'll take a break here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Tobin and Leroy here with you. We take you up until 2. Final hour coming on up. We're back after this. And welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3.
Early clock.
It was early clock today.
Yeah. Proud of you.
Thank you. You hear that, good line? Leroy's proud of me. I don't think he's here today.
You know, it's funny that on Thursday he said, I know I haven't said this in a very long time, but are you proud of what you do? And that just threw me back to years.
Wow. He said that?
Not to me, but to other people in the room. Thought it was funny.
I would say, you know what creates pride and creates energy about the work that you're doing? More money. I'm just saying. Hey, you want a happy rush in? Pay him as the highest paid player. You want a non-happy pass rusher? Let him have the best stats and be the 15th highest paid player at his position. That's life.
You may be right.
Maybe.
You're onto something.
Leroy.
That's. Oh my God. Dude.
Greatest day of my life.
Wait. You know what the worst part
You
about
know
that
what?
is?
I'm
Wait,
still waiting on my
wait.
thank you.
Hey, you know what the worst part about that is, Vlad and
What's that?
Jennifer?
Hmm.
I see him looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can see him looking at the board, looking for the button to push.
The grin doesn't help either.
Yeah.
Look at his face. He's ready.
Leroy.
I'm sorry, Jennifer. You're right. I should thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Point for JFig.
You're welcome.
The highest of honors. All right, I'll put it away for now. Headlines brought to you by Tyrel Volkswagen. Tyrel VW just broke the rules of gravity. Prices are falling so fast, we're checking for a crater. Volkswagen's priced like they've lost their minds. Tyrel VW, buckle up. No one sells for less. No one, dude.
So we're now in the and I would say this. What the Dolphins have done this preseason to make the team more physical is perfect. They are basically practicing against some of the toughest teams up front in the NFL.
Yep.
And from what I was hearing in practice this past week, they didn't get pushed around. They had some spots in the game, but I can honestly say that it's getting better. This week is going to be another test because you're practicing against some dogs that you know how they were built, you know what they believe, you know how they're going to do business. And so from that standpoint, if we hear more progression, then I may buy into it. I may buy into it a little bit more each week. But they've identified an issue and they seem to be doing something about it. You can't avoid these last 2 weeks and how they practice the last 2 weeks and who they practice against. You can't avoid it. You can't go in there being soft because you'll get pushed around. And so I'm very interested to see this week how they practice against Detroit and how they play against Detroit, because that is, besides Philly, can we think of a more physical team on the two offensive defensive line?
No, I would say they probably got the crown right now.
Right. So this is going to be a hell of a test. And you can talk the talk, right? But they have put you in, this team has put you in a situation where you can't talk the talk. You have to, otherwise you're going to get pushed around, shoved around, and embarrassed. Ravens is a good one.
Team that does walk the walk, the Panthers.
Well, right now they're walking the walk with some jewelry.
the cup has reached Finland. I repeat, the cup has reached Finland. And I saw this week Anton Lundell, Mr. Las Olas. He brought the cup to an amusement park. And I just imagine the keeper of the cup is exhausted right now because he's like, you want to put it on a roller coaster? He goes, problem? He goes, I mean, no, we could always get it repaired, Anton, but like, are you sure? He goes, yeah, Mr. Las Olas wants to go fast with the cup.
Did you see how creepy that mascot was, though?
Yeah, what was that thing?
I don't know, because I remember I showed it on the show also, and
it was like a clown.
We were
right?
very creeped out by the clown.
Yes.
They saw that
it wasn't even like a real, like it had to be, like they must think of something totally different in another country because over here, no.
He was drinking a salmon soup out of it, a traditional Finnish salmon soup.
That sounds so delicious.
Finland doesn't sound too appetizing.
So, do you eat salmon?
No, ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's got like a musk to it. You know,
too fishy.
Like when it's smoked. Maybe?
Like some mahi. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not like frog
mahi.
boy. I'm not a baby. I won't like not have
look,
no seafood. But salmon's not for me, dude. I don't know.
I
Not-
like
not a fan.
grouper, sea bass,
But,
mahi.
The color of the fish that
The white, I don't like redfish. I don't like tuna.
The only person who's eating this who eats the salmon on the team other than Lundy has got to be Mikola, who just eats it whole because he's a polar bear. But
catches it with his mouth.
He catches it. He just stands over the stream and catches it.
But if you were wondering, Alexander Barkov, he's still hammered, and he was out.
Pictures.
He was in the Finland streets shirtless with the cup. Do you have these, Jennifer?
I do.
He is hammered.
He's ripped
with this. Yeah,
May
he
I
is.
say also,
Is that his brother?
I don't know who that is.
Doesn't it kind of look like him?
A little bit like him.
Yeah.
A little.
See that?
I mean,
Well,
Barky's pretty big. Barky's like 6'3", so maybe.
Big nose.
But he's like toasting shots with the cup, and I'm like, man, Barkov is lit still.
If you
Is
zoom
he-
into this
wait.
picture, he is lit.
Can I just say something?
Yo, I want to.
Nothing says I'm drunk than you sitting on the couch, tipping a drink to the Stanley Cup.
and covering one of your eyes with it too. It's like
Time out. Forget that if he's ripped.
Yep.
Physically, I would like to do this this training. If all he's doing is drinking, because he's ripped. Like this guy is jacked. He's
not gonna
ready
lie,
for the
I
season.
didn't think he'd be that ripped.
Yo, if you're drinking you're not supposed to be that ripped. You can't be ripped. You can't be drinking like that and have a six pack.
I think he's like Yager, dude. He probably he's still in insane shape. But I mean, dude, when he was at 11 with Reinhardt and he made Reinhardt leave the party because he wanted to just talk about his feelings, that was as hammered I've seen an athlete in a long time.
until this, until you sitting on a couch and tipping a statue and saluting.
Well, I feel like last
trophy.
Yeah, I feel like last year, because Barkov does a lot of great work. Barkov's like done Joe DiMaggio's Children's Hospital down here forever. But I felt like, you remember last year in Finland, remember like they had an arena packed to come see him. It was Alexander Barkov Day. I feel like he decided this summer's for Barky. I'm not going to be an ambassador. I'm not impressing anybody. I just want to drink out of the cup.
I seriously think you're right, because remember there was a lot of talk. What's he doing? We're like, he's defending against 97 and Drazo. So it's like, let him be, right? The minute they won the cup, the first person that went for a drink, Barky. The first person that got the cup, obviously the captain, Barky. But the first person to get wasted, Barky. First person to continue being wasted, Barkov. Guy who's going in neighbor's house at 5 a.m. in the morning, ringing the doorbell.
Wait,
hit you with the cup.
Wait, you can hear
That's
the lady
a man of his
inside.
word.
Do you hear the lady inside? Hey, I'm trying to wake him up. We'll be back in a minute.
I told you I
No,
would
she
bring
said
it over.
he was on the way. Yeah.
I told you I would bring it over. Yeah, Barky. maybe like at a reasonable time in the day, maybe like 10 a.m. in the morning, maybe 11, not at 4 a.m. This guy's.
I mean, that's when the cup got out of the
That's
stadium.
when the cup comes when the cup comes.
Right.
All bets are off.
At 4 a.m. He's the captain. He can do whatever he wants. I just love the summer of Barkey. Let him continue having fun. Now we do have a little bit of bad, not bad news, but Kachuk saying he doesn't know if he needs surgery.
Yeah, I saw that.
I
saw that. It looks like they may be doing, but it feels like Kachuk's new Kucherov. Like they just storm away because they don't want to get rid of Evan Rodriguez either.
Right, but they don't. He wants to play in the Olympics.
Olympics, yep. There's gonna have to be a move.
If he has surgery, he can't.
No, or it would be difficult for him to. I think he would have to miss 2 to 3.
He's trying to decide what.
So the question is.
Well, he looked like he was moving like Keith Kachuk at some points in the playoffs last year.
Wait, so here's the question:
Could Keith or back Keith?
If you're the
Old
Panthers, do you make him do what's best for the team, or do you let him chase this dream? Because it is an honor.
I know he's basically a bald eagle on skates. He loves representing America. But no, you need him for the run, dude. Like you do need. Look,
special.
He was able to dial it up in the playoffs, and he actually looked like he was getting better as the playoffs was going on. The start of the playoffs, I mean, he was. Woo.
Well, what killed it was he had that great game, the first game back.
Yep.
And so everybody's like, "Oh, Kachuk's back." Then he kind of went on cruise for a few.
I don't know, but like you would think, because what is he? Matthew's now 29. Like, yeah, you would think like he wants to get right. I don't know, Leroy. Like, what is a groin surgery? That's a rough one, isn't it? A rough recovery.
Well, because here's the problem.
He's only 27.
Yeah, I had to Google it because I didn't think that was right.
Everything that you do. So, if I tell you you have groin surgery. If you lift your arms, it hurts. If you turn, it hurts. Your groin is literally attached to every muscle that moves your core. And so what makes it difficult is if you have that surgery, everything else atrophies because you can't work that out. So now you're talking about a skater and his back, his core, it's a lot of things that come into play just trying to get your groin healthy. So I don't know if he needs surgery. Like I've seen groin injuries. I've had nagging groin injuries. Not to the point of surgery. When you talk about surgery, that means something has to be torn.
Oof. Hockey.
Yep.
Take a break. Here on the program, I'll get you another training camp report before. I want to let you guys know one more time, too, by the way. Well, if you guys want to see Adam Sandler, he's coming to the Kaseya Center on September 7th, and we got your chance to win tickets here on FM 104.3 WQAM. All you got to do is text the word Adam to 20357. Like the name, not the mass, ADAM, Adam. Text that to 20357. For more information, go to WQAM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive. Tickets are also available for purchase at KaseyaCenter.com. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Good to have you all here on the FM dial. Good to have you all here on YouTube and Twitch. The channel, YouTube, 104.3 WQAM. On Twitch, Miami 104.3 WQAM. Joe Rose now streaming there live. You guys can watch the big dog.
Ooh,
Check him on out each morning.
Can that head fit on that screen?
Hey, they're doing all right.
I'm saying that's a big.
I don't know why he's doing that. Can I tell you something? I'm a little concerned about Joe though, because I come in here in the morning with this microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Joe's taller than me. Joe's got like he's probably got like 3 inches on me.
He's 6'4", 6'5".
He's big dog. All right, he's not a normal size dog.
No.
And I'm like, I come in here, this microphone very low for him, and I'm like, he's hunching.
Maybe he had a problem holding his head up this morning.
That was Leroy. So when we were redoing the studio, that was one of my concerns also. But I think he possibly fixed it. Like you can adjust it and make it.
It was
higher.
down low, Jennifer. It was like
maybe when he's done, he puts a low.
Maybe he's a huncher. Maybe I was watching. I was.
Leroy's right. His head is too heavy for him. So
maybe. And listen, he did have to go from Chicago over to here.
Wait, he went to Chi-Town and then came here to go back to Detroit?
I guess so. Listen, this man doesn't like not being in his setting.
We don't have Odyssey studios in Detroit.
I like that too.
Like
one of the reasons why I live in Florida, so I don't have to travel nowhere, because I live at everybody's destination. I take trips, but I'm like, every time I leave and take a trip, I'm like, man, I can't wait to get back to sunny, beautiful Florida.
I'm with you, man. Well, he's now on YouTube and Twitch as well. You guys can watch him.
God knows I want to sit on the 826.
I don't now have to watch Get Up in the morning. I can just throw on my television and I can throw on YouTube and throw on the big dog, which is nice. I don't have to watch Get Up. That's just how he is every morning. Him, Tannenbaum.
Drinking up all the creamer. Let's not forget that.
Oh, yeah. Well, that is true. Have you given him the code?
No. You don't get the code.
He doesn't get the code?
No, absolutely not.
Can I get the code?
I got to go back to his house every now and then to get a 20.
For the pool?
No, for the damn creamer.
You're like, hey, you owe back taxes, big dog.
Yeah. Because he having 17 cups of coffee a day.
That's in an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And he creamer, sugar.
You can see that whole Dunkin' Donuts order right there on the microphone cover.
And in the garbage can.
Let's get to a training camp report. Training camp reports are sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Enroll today in one of over 60 Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges affordable training programs. Get fast-tracked to a financially rewarding career in 1 to 2 years. Convenient day and evening classes give you the flexibility you need while you learn. Go to careerinayear.com and get there. Dolphins, they tied the Bears. That end of the game was hilarious. It was objectively hilarious. I did think there was like a glimmer of, are they going to pull off a Hail Mary lateral play here to win a preseason game? I was like, is this actually going to happen? And then, it was obviously cut short there, but I was like, man, this was a couple times where I thought the game was over. They're like, no. 1 second left. They did in the first half too. Like, no, 1 second left, and they got a field goal. I was like, what? I felt bad for that one guy. Who the hell was that linebacker? It was the hell was his name? Eugene Asante. Did you see that hit that he had that he got called unnecessary roughness on?
No.
It was, well, I don't blame you. You probably don't, because it was like the fourth quarter. But he gets called for an unnecessary roughness call. And you've said this. I really am getting annoyed by defenders who get punished for having nowhere to go. Like, I don't understand. All he did was he hit the guy with his shoulder, but this tight end was going, timber, and he fell and put his head in harm's way.
Right.
And I'm like, hey, if you're supposed to stop somebody for a first down, Leroy, as a defender, what in the hell is a guy supposed to do? What is he supposed to do?
I think what happens is in football, we don't look at the sport as like some of the things physically just happen because of where you are and how plays play out. And we haven't separated the two, right? We only look at it as, ooh, head-to-head contact. I say, but what if the guy running the football drops his head?
Right.
And we don't, we need to do a better job. And I know what makes it difficult is you got to have rules, and you got to have definite rules so that you can call them. But we watch a whole bunch of plays of unnecessary roughness where the guy is almost going out of his way not to make contact. And just because they're running fast and are on, in close proximity to one another, they hit, and the hit is awkward. People in the stands yell, ooh, and then the official throws a flag.
I sent you the video. Yeah, I just sent you the video.
All right,
but
let
I
me
was just
see.
like, is he supposed to hurdle him? Like, I don't know what you're, because the guy's like going down, but he very, like, immediately the dude's like going, he's pointing to his shoulder. He's like, I hit him with my shoulder. Like, I didn't mean to. And they're like, I just thought it was
What was he supposed to do?
What was he supposed to do?
He's first running towards the ball. The ball's not there. He hits the receiver with his shoulder, right? So it's a really weird situation because what these officials are looking at, they're playing the result, right?
Yeah, the guy, he obviously took a lick, but it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't malicious.
It was football.
It was football. It's crazy to me. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching. Half the time I'm sitting here. I don't know the rules. I don't know what I'm that looks like clean football to me.
I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to say this, and I'm saying it, and it's coming from a place of an athlete and not of a place of, the way people watch football nowadays. These quarterbacks and these people that fake going out of bounds and then go for 5 more yards, the next time if you get knocked out, the official should say, you did this to yourself, bro.
I think you can't do that no more. I think they took that they took that rule away.
What do you mean?
Like if a quarterback is running and then he tries to fake like he's about to take a knee and then continue.
No, fake going out of bounds.
Oh, fake going out of bounds. Okay.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes does that. If he gets knocked
Patrick Mahomes does that all the time.
He's the king of that.
So
and he's a great flopper too, because he'll take a little touch and go. Ah!
I mean, all the best have to be. All the greats are floppers.
Listen, I don't deem flopping as being not physical. I view flopping as taking advantage of soft ass officials who gonna call it because they see the dramatics of the play and not because of what happened.
The guy's obviously not trying to do anything malicious, and he's trying to make a play at the end of a game.
Doesn't look like it at all.
Can I just say this? That's how you get hurt, trying to avoid that contact instead of being in good football position.
Is he supposed to hop over the guy and get his knees taken out? Like, I'm just confused.
Right.
What is he? Because the penalty is unnecessary roughness. To me, that roughness was quite necessary. I have to stop this giant tight end from getting a first down. No, not like that. Huh?
And my thing is that, like, they bring a lot of plays or examples of what's good and what's bad. But I would like to bring this play to the officials and say, what could he have done to avoid the penalty? And a lot of times they will come up with stuff that's not even physically possible. And that's what pisses me off. That was a bang play. He lucky he didn't go helmet to helmet because he's dropping down. The guy's trying to avoid him, hits him with a shoulder. And I would like the official to tell me, the official that threw the flag, because, we have him in camp. Everybody has a crew in camp. And I would show this play. And I would like for you to explain to me, in football, what could he have done to avoid the penalty?
I'll tell you unnecessary.
And then I would ask you go out there and try to do that.
I'll show you unnecessary roughness. This past week on UFC, there was a slam KO. Oh my God. And then there were follow-up shots afterwards.
They always give too many shots. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness.
Trust me when I tell you those punches were not necessary. My guy was out like a light when he slammed him. Oof.
The old slam knockout.
By the way, speaking of punches that weren't unnecessary, fell down a Rocky rabbit hole.
Okay.
Rocky 2.
Jealous.
Rocky 2. Love this movie.
Yep.
But you know what happens when you get older? You become more cynical. How in the hell? Rocky, the night of this fight, the rematch against Apollo, is babysitting Rocky Jr., who has a full flock of hair for a baby that was just born.
Yeah. Very hairy child.
Very hairy child. Okay, fine. Cool. Second, Apollo is in the arena getting taped, shadow boxing, has a full lather. Rocky then proceeds to go to the church to get a prayer.
Yes.
Rocky gets a prayer, is running late for his main event fight.
Right.
Sees Mick. Mick tells him to change. No lather whatsoever.
Goes in cold.
And then goes in the ring.
Never thought about it like that.
Are we? Come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Not to mention it was a double.
And then, wait a minute. I'm sorry. And then the finale, Leroy. The finale. What double KO? If you punch the fighter and you do not get touched, you're not hit. Rocky hits Apollo. The only person that needs to be counted is Apollo. Why is the referee counting as if Rocky got hit by the punch?
It's not WWE. There's not a slip.
His momentum took him to the ground. Why is the referee counting a 10 count for Rocky? The only person,
and more importantly, why did it take him 10 count to get up if he wasn't hit?
And Apollo was up.
He was exhausted. It was round 15.
Fine, but isn't the rule in boxing if you fall, and it's considered a knockdown, you would need a punch needed to be thrown.
You need to go down by contact.
What
Otherwise,
contact
it should be deemed a
Apollo?
slip.
What contact did Apollo do to Rocky for Rocky to be?
I thought it was
counted
a double punch. They didn't punch each other.
No,
I feel like they punched each other.
No, he fell to the ground because he punched.
I don't think
Rock hit that man with a
both
shot, and the momentum took him down.
I thought it was a simultaneous connection.
No,
that was actually the picture at the end of Rocky 3.
Was
at the end where they slowed it down and stopped.
You look at Rocky 2. Rock hits Apollo. Apollo's going down. Momentum takes Rock down, and the referee's counting. I'm like, wait a minute. Rocky didn't get hit. Why is Rocky being counted?
Vlad, I'm gonna say this like I say.
It's a movie.
Like people who have a problem with with Happy Gilmore 2. Just enjoy the damn movie. Now you all of a sudden sitting here critiquing it for it's like first of all, look, we can go one step further. Rocky under no circumstances is beating Apollo Creed in a run.
He's not beating Thunderlips, the ultimate male. By the way, if I ever come back, I want that name.
You know what? You're right. He never does touch Rock.
I told you.
This entire time, this man is researching this movie, watching clips.
So Tobin,
well,
we're
technically,
trying to fact check Vlad.
I always remembered it as a double punch.
It was
he's
never
right.
a double punch.
It wasn't a double punch.
Just his momentum just took him down.
He hit him with such a strong left. Two of them right straight.
Right.
And then he starts falling. Now you do need to be, I think, on your feet to be declared, but it's not.
Don't matter. He
technically
wasn't touched.
Touches him on the way down a little bit. There is contact.
That's not a touch. That's like down by contact. No, I'm sorry.
Let me see the rest position here. Maybe he had a bad angle.
No, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I know the movie's from 1979.
Hey, you always tell me about bad angles that I'm wrong for it. So
no, the ref's right there. He should have seen it.
I'm just saying, like, when you look at and by the way, here's the last thing about Rocky. the
Oh
worst
my goodness.
defensive.
You bored
he is
this
the-
weekend?
Dude, let me tell you, when you got Stream and you get the Rocky and all the Rocky movies come in at any given moment, you just flick through the Rocky movie's gonna show.
Sounds like a great weekend to me.
Oh, it's a great weekend. I'll show you. I'll give you the stream. Listen, Rocky's the worst defender I've ever seen in my life. He's
fair.
the worst defensive coach I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why Apollo asked him to train him because he does not defend.
No.
Rocky's defense is his arms by his waist.
Yep.
His head is the defense. CTE.
He's a lot like Homer Simpson when Homer Simpson tried to box. Take as many punches and tire the guy out.
I'm sorry. I just needed to say that. I know we all love Rocky here. But,
I do love Rocky.
But seeing Rocky 2 and seeing that he was late for his own main event fight, no lather, nothing, no warm up, nothing. And then he punches Apollo and gets counted out while Apollo never touched him.
I'm going to have to go back and watch Rocky 2 because Adrian's dressed to the nines. Shouldn't she be with Rocky Jr.? Who's with Rocky Jr.?
She was with Rocky Jr. at the fight with Uncle Paulie.
Rocky Jr. already made it to the fight? He's 2 days old.
Rocky Jr. had a full flight of hair, bro. I've never seen anything like that. He looked like Danny Terrio from Dance Fever. It was ridiculous.
We'll take a break here on Tobin and Leroy. We'll play a little All Right, Oh No to close things out after this. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to play a little all right. Oh, no. To close things out here on a Monday. Miami Dolphins preseason is now underway. Excuses galore, dude. We got it all happening for us here. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. My all right goes to Ollie Gordon. Showed me a little something. I liked it. I feel like it's been a quiet camp. Haven't heard much about the Dolphins rookie running back. I liked a lot of what the rookies did.
Yeah.
G, Zeke Biggers. I liked a lot of what they said. A lot of what they did. Quinn Ewers. It's okay though. Doesn't mean he can't get better. I'm just saying he doesn't get my all right. But most of the Dolphins rookies do, but the number one is Ollie Gordon. And now they might need him because Alexander Mattison apparently is hurt for the season. So that's that. My oh no. Sandy. Listen, dude. I thought after the trade stuff, this was going to be behind us. You know, I thought we were going to relax a little bit. We were just going to zing that thing in there. We were going to, put up some big time games. Not looking so hot. Marlins in general, bad weekend. Edward Cabrera is the only one who saved their ass. He put up a gem. You guys got to bounce back against Cleveland. That was not impressive. So the Marlins, but mostly Sandy Alcantara gets my oh no. Leroy?
My all right is going to be, along the same lines. Watched a lot of rookies this weekend. And a lot of rookies at quarterback with the Dolphins. A lot of guys that are young and seems very promising. And look, good on them for showing out. A lot of them seem very excited to get their first action. And so that's good to see. And I watched a lot of football just because I wanted to see young quarterback, I want to see how did this guy compare to Shedeur when they blasted Shedeur. That means the other guy better be very good.
You better be.
That got drafted way above him.
Don't lose.
Good watching Cam Ward. Cam Ward is a leader. That's evident by how he does his business, and I'm happy for him. My oh no.
All right.
You know who one of my favorite golfers is.
Scotty Scheffler?
No.
You seem to love all golfers.
Love all. Yeah.
No.
Tommy Fleetwood.
Yep.
Oh,
boy. He choked. He could have won his first PGA tour.
Yeah.
And he choked.
He has more runner-ups than anybody. Not winning.
Man, you don't want to be number 2 all your life.
Had another opportunity and just couldn't get it done.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But yeah, man, I feel bad for him. He handles it though.
Takes it on the chin.
He takes it on the chin. But I include him on all my little golf parlays.
You feel like you want to bet on him the day that's happened. That's like me and Julian Hill.
Oh, no.
It's the same thing.
He's had 8 runner-ups. He just hasn't won.
Whatever. You can't runner up in not scoring a touchdown. You score a touchdown, you don't score a touchdown. You're the first.
Hill ain't ranked. Wait. Tommy Fleetwood is the 15th best ranked player in the world. Julian Hill is not.
Whatever. You have thrown your money away on Tommy Fleetwood just as much as I have on Julian Hill.
No, I have not.
Come on, dude.
No, I have not. You are crazy.
You're crazy. You're sitting here making
excuses. At least I'm backing a good golfer.
I mean, Julian Hill's got qualities.
Yeah, a quality of not being able to catch the damn football. Which is going to be very difficult to catch a touchdown when your ass can't catch.
Man. Tough. Jennifer, you're all right in oh no?
Oh, no.
My all right goes to just, you know how much I love hockey. You know how much I love catching up with the cup and seeing where it is and what's going on around it. Alongside of the partying aspect, we failed to mention that Lundy was also in the lab practicing alongside the Stanley Cup.
Really?
I cannot pull up the video, but I'll show you right here.
So he is just this Anton Lundell. He loves hockey. He showed up to like a roller rink game down here.
Yeah, he's still in the lab. He's still practicing. You can't really say much about
You know what
it.
that is? That's
outdoors.
That's 22 years old.
It is in like the forest, maybe.
When you're Mr. Las Solas and you got a lot of life in front of you, you can see all the vets. They're drinking. They're soaking in their rest. He's 22. He's ready to go again.
But what you also failed to mention was that Sasha's birthday was 2 days ago. So you know what? Let's allow him being drunk in front of the cup again.
I think the entire summer's been his birthday.
Happy birthday, Barky.
What is your oh no?
All right.
My oh no goes to the crazy weather this weekend that basically kicked everybody out of the pool because it was just lightning that lit up the whole sky. It was scary. It was not it.
Yeah, it was.
It had everybody running out.
I just saw that we got a little tropical thing in the one of them systems, and they said maybe by the weekend. So,
oh no,
head on a swivel.
The worst.
Yeah, I hate
so
that.
much.
I wanted to come during the week.
I wanted to come never.
Get some days off.
No.
Why do you want the week?
So I can golf on the weekend.
Oh. Eyes on the prize, Leroy.
I don't want the bad weather to show up on our days off.
Understood.
You can't go to the nut if there's a hurricane in the area.
That's true. I can't go to the nut.
My wife on Thursday went to Bathtub Beach.
The hell's that?
Okay. You
That's
have
up
been
by
to
you
this
too.
before?
Bathtub Beach.
Yeah.
To the nut. What's going on?
Peanut
like-
Island.
I think it's like Jupiter.
Okay. Did she enjoy it?
Oh yeah, they like that stuff. They can hang out with you. I can't.
You should come one day. We should all go to the beach. The Tobins and Hordes. We'll go snorkeling together.
Snorkeling.
Yeah,
you keep an eye out on Tobin.
You and me.
Vlad,
look at
you
some
want to tell him?
barracudas.
You want to tell him, or do you want me to tell him?
You could tell him.
Ain't no way in hell I'm getting in that water with you.
Why?
Especially you, because you're gonna play little critter games.
I'm not gonna play critter games.
Yes, you know. He gonna walk up behind me and go, Vlad.
Y'all get touchy, feely in the water for some apparent reason. I don't
This
understand.
isn't
that.
fair. You guys, you don't know that I act like that in the water.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
You don't.
You all do. I'm sorry.
Wait.
You
And if
don't
you
know that
don't-
because you've never been
And if
to
you
one,
don't,
Leroy.
Tommy got your back.
What if not all intangibles behave the same?
Yes, you do. Once you get in the water,
Ethan
you
Bonner
think you're
is
an
a
animal.
tremendous cornerback.
Leroy,
Yeah, but-
when they get in
Wait,
the water, don't they
I'm gonna
think
say
they're an
this.
animal?
I'm gonna say intangibles that lean to the more redneck side that spend their whole life playing around horses and doing furniture and stuff like that, and go to beaches and stuff like that. You go to a beach, you're in for the shenanigans, the fun and games.
I don't like this.
And it's usually at the scary person's expense. So I don't like the beach. I don't like the water. I'm terrified of the water, not because I can't swim, because of the critters and all the other stuff that I see on TV of people getting ate by, right? And what you would do, you would take advantage of that. Let's have some fun, baby. Yep, that's just what you would say, right where you scare me and I get mad and then take my family and go home.
That's a good movie. That is a good movie. That could be like the teen version of like Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, Grown Ups. But we'll put it on Tubi. So it'll be the Tubi version of Grown Ups.
Open on Tubi.
I can't talk. I am that person in the water. I will
That-
scare you.
Yeah,
Vlad, what's your all right? No.
My all right was preseason football being back. I'm just any sort of football was good, but just seeing everybody playing and seeing
Yeah.
the performances like Leroy mentioned, like you guys have mentioned earlier, seeing Shedeur quiet a lot of the critics. Seeing, you know what? All right to the NFL teams that allowed their stars to play in preseason week 1. So if you went to Arizona, you got to see Kyler Murray versus Patrick Mahomes, whether it was a series or not. You got to see Joe Burrow. You got to see Jamar Chase. So shout out to the NFL. My oh no. Let me give them an all right.
All right.
My oh no is New York baseball. Good God Almighty. Jesus.
Y'all stacking up L's.
Oh my God! For the love of Vlad. Just the simple fact that the Yankees are playing bad. The only reason why I'm a little bit happy is because the Mets stink worse than the Yankees right now.
That's true.
Good God. I would have given it to the Marlins 4 out of 5, but New York baseball is taking up. It's taking juice.
Benny said it perfectly. Black people don't snorkel.
Nah,
they barbecue and chill.
Not fair, dude. I mean, you don't know. Maybe you would enjoy snorkeling.
Let me ask you a question. In all the videos that you've taken,
You failed to read the other comments, Leroy. Continue reading Benny's comments.
what?
You can't fight them underwater.
But he said you can fight them underwater.
He said, just bite back.
No. But I'm gonna say this.
Unless I have Derek White teeth.
Oh, blender mouth. Oh, he tearing some stuff up.
And just like that.
He's back.
He biting somebody, and when he get done with them, they a frappe.
It's like you just threw him a chew toy.
Now you can bite back, huh?
Oh man.
Hey, so have you ever gone to get lobsters?
With the tickle stick?
Stop that.
What? That's what
Never
it is.
call it that.
That's what it's called.
What does it do? You just grab them with it?
They're like in their little lobster hole, and you got to use the tickle stick to get them out.
You ever went?
No, I've never gone lobstering. No. I just observe. I'm not here to mess with the animals. I'm not like I'm not.
You're not here to mess with the animals.
I'm not here to mess with the animals.
You're not a true redneck.
Fine.
Because all rednecks want to mess with the animals.
I'm not here. To mess with
what was that?
Is that not messing with the animals, Tobin?
They had a great time. That's my boy Ranger, and he had a great time. I fed him tons of kale. It's the biggest rodent in the world, capybara.
I would say in fairness that the rats we have in Louisiana would like to argue that point. The neutral rat.
It's a giant.
Pull up a neutral rat and then holler at me.
Like a muskrat?
Yo, Benny's funny.
It's a neutral rat.
Benny said, obviously, he's an upper echelon redneck.
Yeah. Is there such a thing? Fancy redneck?
Twitcher.
What's a fancy redneck? They don't drink Natty Ice. They drink Bud Light. That's a fancy.
No. He drinks out of a cowboy straw.
I have class.
I don't drink no Natty.
Because if you're a true redneck, you drinking some shine out of an old pickle jar.
I drink the champagne beers.
Wait. Wait. So when you went and got in that hot tub in which you said it wasn't that cold, right? And we accused you of maybe have some liquor involved, Jennifer. When y'all drank y'all shine, what kind of jar were you drinking it out of?
See, at the store, we bought these little spouts. Yeah. And then we put it around the bottle. And
they got all kinds of contraptions to drink out of a mason jar now.
I know when I was a kid, they were like, don't throw that jelly jar away. You can use that as a glass.
That's storage. Part of my inventory.
That red cup is fancy silverware and for the rednecks. Red cup.
Yep. He made a song about it.
Pass me my red solo.
See, I'm not a big fan of the red solo cup. I feel like it waters down any drink.
What? You wildin'.
What the hell is wrong with classic?
It's the cups of all cups.
I don't like it.
You put too much ice in your drink.
I barely put any ice in there.
When it melts,
it's just cold.
It just changes the whole vibe of the drink, I think.
Oh, so now you fancy. So you got to drink out of the special glass that, y'all got drinking glasses with the 1 cube of ice.
You know what's great about the red solo cup? You don't. It's just the fact that as the individual's walking with it, you don't know what's in the cup.
Hey, can I say this, Vlad? If somebody walking down the street with a red solo cup, you always assume there's liquor in it. He ain't drinking no fruit punch.
No, and he could be drinking fruit punch, but the fact that he's got the red solo cup, I'm thinking he's drinking. And then you start looking at his or her reactions and the way they move.
How many times?
I want you to see what I'm drinking.
All right. Oh.
Yeah, if somebody makes money, you just crop their ass out.
Or bird killer.
Right, I made one comment and I was dead.
Does the FM people know you're a birderer?
Hey, let's not throw things out there that are not true.
Kill an innocent ostrich.
There's people that eat ostrich.
Ostrich eggs.
Blooded birder.
No, ostrich.
JFig's a birderer.
Kill an innocent.
Tobin,
What?
the same way I gave it to you, I will take it back.
Killing them.
JFig's a birderer.
Killing a day.
Well, that's our show today, everybody.
Kill Cardinals and Blue Jays.
Beautiful voice, Vlad.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you rascals tomorrow.